Dislike my poor talent. Don't cry when I go Super Saiyan. Chapter 51. Who is Leader Shan? He is the leader of the Wagwo Martial Alliance. A powerful man in the quasi-god realm. It is also the top existence in the entire 7-star civilization. Why should he commend that waste in person? Does that trash deserve it? Lu Yenjun said somewhat crazily. He still didn't want to believe it was true. Lu Qi's expression turned ugly and he said, I can't figure it out either. Isn't it just a matter of killing a few marine fish? I can do it too, so why should I commend him? And it's a level 2 Medal of Honor. My teacher only received a level 3 Medal of Honor despite his great contributions on the battlefield. Why can that loser Lu Zhen get a level 2 medal? There must be something shady here. In order to protect Lu Zhen from being targeted by foreigners. Under the control of the top leaders of the Wu League, it was announced that Lu Zhen had just killed an ordinary fish clan. Rather than the mortal martial realm sea fish clan. Except for a few insiders, almost everyone thought that the person Lu Zhen killed was an ordinary marine fish. The Lu family and his son thought so too. Yes, that's right. There must be something shady here. Otherwise, how can you get a level 2 medal just by killing a few fish tribesmen? Why does Leader Shan commend him personally? There must be some secret operation here. Lu Yenjun nodded, determined in his heart that this was the shady story. He never believed that Lu Zhen got such a high honor based on his ability. That would be worse than killing him. That feeling is like someone you look down on suddenly became rich overnight. It makes people feel very uncomfortable. Lu Yenjun didn't believe it and couldn't believe it. If it is true, then his decision to abandon Lu Zhen in the first place shows how stupid he was. This was something he couldn't accept. Dad, what should we do now? Do you want to report that there is something shady about this commendation? Lu Qi asked. Lu Yenjun thought for a while. Don't worry about it. Isn't it just a level 2 honor? It's all vain and of no great use. A warrior still has to look at his or her own strength. That piece of trash is just a D-level talent. How long can it keep jumping? His talent has determined that his path to martial arts will not be too far. How high you are praised now will be how hard you fall in the future. We don't need to tell people by then that they will know that there is definitely something shady about this commendation. Now we just have to wait and see. If we jump out now, people will say we are trying to gain popularity. After listening to Lu Yanjun's words, Lu Qi nodded thoughtfully, I understand. Lu Yenjun continued, you don't need to worry about other things. Your mind should be on cultivation now. How long until you enter the first level? Lu Qi replied, since entering Lingxiao University, my strength has made a qualitative leap. Under the guidance of the teacher, I have now reached the life level of 9.1. As long as you work harder, you will definitely be able to enter the level within this year. Hearing this, Lu Yenjun nodded with satisfaction. Very good, good performance. Lingxiao University is indeed the best martial arts university in Daxia, and the teaching level is very high. A few months ago you were no match for that good-for-nothing Lu Zhen. You've completely surpassed him now. When he thought of Lu Zhen, Lu Qi couldn't help but feel anger rising in his heart. He touched his arm and said with fierce eyes, don't let me meet that trash again, otherwise I will definitely avenge him for breaking my arm last time. Lu Yenjun said, that trash is really cruel. He attacked so harshly. After raising him for so long, I didn't expect that he turned out to be a white-eyed wolf. It's just that I don't know how to be grateful. I actually dared to break your hand. I simply don't care about any family ties. If I hadn't spent a lot of money to treat you, you would only have one hand left now. It's a shame that I still thought about letting him inherit the Lu family. If he did, with his character, the Lu family would have to be destroyed. Fortunately, the losses were stopped in time. The Lu family has become better and better without him. Now it seems that my original decision was the right one. Lu Yenjun said proudly. It was because he saw Lu Zhen's talent that he took him in and trained him carefully. Unexpectedly, Lu Zhen actually awakened his D-level talent, which disappointed him greatly. Let your years of investment go to waste. How could Lu Yenjun accept this? He already had resentment towards Lu Zhen, and Lu Zhen broke his son's hand, which directly made Lu Yanjun's anger reach its peak. If he wasn't afraid of being gossiped about, he would have broken Lu Zhen's hand. Cutting off the relationship with Lu Zhen is already the lightest punishment. Lingxiao University. In a luxurious martial arts room. A boy and a girl are practicing. It's a shame, you've been making rapid progress recently, and you'll be able to catch up with me soon. The young man smiled. Thanks to my husband's sparring during this period, otherwise I wouldn't be able to improve so quickly. Yu Kexin said shyly. The young man said with some embarrassment, I have told you so many times that we are not married yet. It's too early to call my husband. Yu Kexin held the boy's hand and said with a smile, we are both engaged, and getting married is a matter of time. Anyway, there's no one else here, so there's nothing wrong with calling me husband. The young man chuckled and said, forget it, it's up to you. But we can call it that when it's just the two of us. You can't call me husband when there are many people. It's so embarrassing. Yeah, I understand. Yu Kexin nodded obediently. Honey, are you tired? We will practice again after a break. I personally prepared the elixir herbal tea for you. It tastes great. Do you want to try it? It's okay, it's not too late to rest and practice again. The young man smiled and said, of course you have to taste the elixir you brewed with your own hands. Yu Kexin took out the thermos cup, poured a cup of elixir herbal tea, and handed it to the boy obediently. The young man took a sip and said with a satisfied smile, not bad, really good. But I made the herbal tea myself, and it tastes really good. I heard that the process of making elixir herbal tea is very cumbersome. You made it yourself, you must have put a lot of thought into it. Yu Kexin said shyly, as long as it makes you happy, I'm willing to put in all the trouble. The young man said with a touched face, Kexin, you are so kind. Being with you is the greatest luck in my life. You don't need to say so much, I understand what you are thinking. Yu Kexin leaned on the young man's shoulder, with a proud smile on his face. Her mother once told her that beauty alone is not enough to win a man's heart. You also have to provide emotional value to the other person. Being obedient and sensible is the best way to provide emotional value. She and her fiancé have only known each other for a few months, and now he is already under her thumb. At this time, the boy's cell phone suddenly rang with a media notification. When he saw the above information, he was very surprised. Real or fake? Where does this guy come from? What's wrong, husband? What news surprises you so much? Yu Kexin asked. The young man said, there is a guy named Lu Zhen in Junhai City next door, and he can actually get leader Shan to commend him in person. Who are you talking about? Yu Kexin's eyes widened instantly. Yu Kexin suddenly grabbed the boy's cell phone and started reading it. When he saw in the news that Lu Zhen was personally commended by Shan leader on the award podium, he was shocked. It's really him. Leader Shan actually commended him personally. How is this possible? Yu Kexin muttered to herself in shock. Seeing her strange appearance, the young man couldn't help but ask, Kexin, do you know this person named Lu Zhen? Yu Kexin instantly realized that he had lost his composure, and he quickly smiled and said, it's irrelevant, how can we know each other? I'm just surprised that someone could let leader Shan personally commend him. What a great contribution this man has made. The young man didn't think much about it, he just laughed and said, this guy named Lu Zhen single-handedly killed the invading sea fish tribe. It's normal for everyone who saves a hospital to be commended. But I didn't expect that he actually received the Level 2 Medal of Honor, and it was personally commended by leader Shan. It's incredible. Is the credit for killing the sea fish tribe really that big? Yu Kexin was in a state of turmoil at the moment. Level 2 honor. Leader Shan personally commends. Is this really an honor that Lu Zhen, who has awakened his D-level talent, can get? Yu Kexin and Lu Zhen have known each other since childhood. Lu Zhen's talent is very good, and he has been described by adults as someone else's child since he was a child. My parents encouraged me to have more contact with Lu Zhen. He even intends to bring himself and Lu Zhen into a couple. Lu Zhen was talented and handsome, so Yu Kexin had no reason to refuse. According to her parents' requirements, she has been with Lu Zhen since she was a child. In the eyes of outsiders, she and Lu Zhen were childhood sweethearts. Although Lu Zhen only regarded her as a friend, it didn't matter. As long as you can stay by Lu Zhen's side, it will only be a matter of time before you capture his heart. Yu Kexin has always done this. But before he could capture his heart, Lu Zhen only awakened his D-level talent. This made Yu Kexin and his parents dumbfounded on the spot. Rich second generation who has been hanging around for so long, you tell me it's a lie. The feeling was worse than eating shit. Then, at the request of her parents, Yu Kexin decisively cut off contact with Lu Zhen. And under the introduction of her parents, she met her current fiancé. Her fiancé is an S-level genius. At only 17 years old, he has already reached the 12.0 level of mortal martial arts. It is also a key training target of Lingxiao University. The future is limitless. When Yu Kexin was asked by her parents to sever ties with Lu Zhen, she was still a little hesitant. After all, apart from his poor talent, Lu Zhen is indeed very handsome. But since meeting her current fiancé, she has completely forgotten about Lu Zhen. If it weren't for this news, she might not even remember Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen actually received the Level 2 Medal of Honor. He was also personally commended by Leader Shan. How is this possible? No, I have to ask myself. Yu Kexin still couldn't believe it. It's like a long-lost boyfriend who suddenly becomes rich. That feeling made her feel very uncomfortable. Yu Kexin made an excuse to go out and make a phone call, and then took out her mobile phone. Find Lu Zhen's avatar on the contact interface. Yu Kexin, are you there? The message has been sent but was rejected by the other party. Seeing this scene, Yu Kexin couldn't hold back on the spot. I didn't block you, how dare you block me? Waste. You deserve to be a D-level talent. With your talent, you are destined to be stepped on by others in this life. Isn't it just a level 2 honor? Isn't it just commended by the leader personally? What's so great about it? I even installed it for you. Yu Kexin looked ferocious and couldn't help but curse. Kexin, what are you talking about? The young man suddenly came over. Husband, you heard me wrong. Yu Kexin changed her face instantly and said softly and obediently. I just called my mother and asked her to cook more delicious food tonight. You are so tired from practicing today, you need to eat something good. The young man scratched his head in embarrassment. So that's it. I thought you were cursing, so I must have heard wrong. Yu Kexin chuckled. I'm a good person, why do I have to curse? Never mind. Let's not talk about this anymore, let's continue practicing. Without waiting for the young man to respond, Yu Kexin took his hand and returned to the martial arts room again. In the admissions office of Lingxiao University. Now, the teachers from the admissions office are having a meeting. Li Qingping is sitting in the main seat of the admissions office. He is the director of the admissions office of Lingxiao University and is responsible for all matters related to admissions. Looking at the teachers below, he said calmly. After the high school martial arts meet. The martial arts trial camps in each province are about to begin. We have a maximum of 30 places for recommendation this year. It's still the same old rules, S class first, followed by A class. It's better to make fewer moves than to make more moves. Our Lingxiao University is the best martial arts university in Daxia. It is also ranked among the top 10 universities in Blue Star. Even if we put it in the entire 7-star civilization, it would still rank in the top 50. Before recruiting people, you must accurately assess their potential and see how far they can go in martial arts. We'll recruit all the cats and dogs. It doesn't matter how strong you are now, don't let anyone with poor talent do it. Do you understand? Li Qingping's voice was cold and he said in an almost commanding tone. The admissions office teacher below could only nod his head. Li Qingping has a great say in Lingxiao University. There is no need to question what he says, he just needs to implement it obediently. At this time, a female teacher walked in a panic. Director Li, we have big news. Explain. The female teacher said. There is news from Junhai City that a 15-year-old boy has received the Level 2 Medal of Honor and was personally commended by Leader Shan. What? Li Qingping was shocked. He frowned and said, why are you notifying me of such important news now? What are you waiting for? Arrange someone to contact him immediately. We must recruit him to our Lingxiao University. Li Qingping was very shocked at this moment, how valuable the Level 2 Medal of Honor and the personal commendation from the leader were. Needless to say, he knew this. To be able to receive such an honor is definitely an S-level genius. Just close your eyes and recruit and that's it. But, the female teacher hesitated and did not dare to say anything further. But what? Don't do it yet. Li Qingping said angrily. If another university beats you to it, just wait and pack up your things and leave. The female teacher quickly said. But that boy has already received our recommendation letter before. But you cancelled it. What? Me? Li Qingping was immediately confused. Was it cancelled by me? How could it be? I cancelled. When did it happen? Li Qingping frowned. How could he cancel his recommendation for such a genius who was awarded the Level 2 Medal of Honor and was personally commended by the leader? The female teacher said. 3 months ago. There is a talented young man named Lu Zhen in Yunshui City. He received our admission letter before his talent was awakened. But because of the awakening of the D-level talent, it did not meet our expectations. So you cancelled it. Li Qingping frowned, thinking back, Lu Zhen. Why don't I remember this person? The female teacher said. You just took a look at it and ordered it to be cancelled. He said his talent does not meet the requirements of our Lingxiao University. Li Qingping asked. What is his current talent? The female teacher said. C-level talent. Hearing this, Li Qingping was slightly surprised. 3 months ago it was a D-level talent, now it's a C-level talent. This is a mutant talent. Have you checked his virtual arena rank? What's his win rate? I checked. The female teacher said. Platinum level 1. Win rate 49%. Li Qingping frowned. The rank is okay, but the win rate is a bit too low. How did you get the level 2 Medal of Honor with this level of skill? It is incredible that leader Shan personally commended him. The female teacher said. Junhai City was invaded by the sea fish tribe some time ago. Nearly 10 sea fish tribes evaded the Sky Eye's pursuit and attacked a hospital. That young man named Lu Zhen killed those sea fish tribes in the critical moment and saved everyone in the hospital. That's how I got the level 2 Medal of Honor. Li Qingping thought for a moment and asked, what is the level of those sea fish tribes? The female teacher said. According to official information, he is not at the level of an ordinary warrior, which means he is at the level of an ordinary warrior. Li Qingping frowned. That's weird. Isn't it just killing some low-level aliens? Anyone from Lingxiao University can do it. Is it necessary to give him such a high honor? The female teacher said. It should be his credit for saving people, it has nothing to do with his strength. Li Qingping glared at the female teacher. Do you need to tell me? Don't I know? These words scared the female teacher so much that she shut up on the spot and dared not say another word. Li Qingping thought for a moment, then continued. I still say the same thing, we won't accept anyone whose talent doesn't match our Lingxiao University. This guy named Lu or something, even if he gets the level 2 Medal of Honor, it won't work. No matter how optimistic leader Shan is, we cannot violate our admissions principles. Even if he has a mutant talent, who knows how far he can grow? We can't gamble on something that's uncertain. Focus on those warriors with better talents. Don't worry about this guy named Lu or something. Li Qingping gave the order directly. Other teachers in the admissions office had some ideas, but no one dared to speak up. Li Qingping is so strong that anyone who dares to express different ideas or opinions will be asking for trouble. Just follow his instructions honestly. Lingxiao University received news from Junhai City. Other martial arts universities received the same news. They were also shocked when they received the news. But like Lingxiao University, they did not choose to directly send him a letter of admission. Instead, choose to continue to wait and see. Although Lu Zhen has a mutant talent, his current talent is only C level, which is really too low. No one knows whether he can continue to grow in the future. Mutant talents may grow to a level or even S level in the future. But it is also possible to stop moving forward and remain at level C. So no one dares to gamble. They were all watching silently. Junhai City. After the commendation meeting, Lu Zhen's reputation as a hero has been fully realized. In addition, the local TV station gave him another program called The Growth Story of Young Heroes. He completely exploded in popularity and became a local celebrity, even more popular than those celebrities. Many people came here to take photos with him. Even the residence was torn out. Many people go to great lengths to see Lu Zhen in person. There are those who break in at night, those who block the door, and those who take secret photos. There are all kinds of crazy people. Lu Zhen is now miserable. This allowed him to experience what those popular stars felt like. It turns out that being too popular is not good either. Junhai City Wumeng headquarters. Come, Lu Zhen, have some tea. Thank you, Alliance leader Zhang. Lu Zhen sat with the leader drinking tea in the office. Zhang Qibing poured it for him personally. Now he looks more and more pleasing to Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen gave him a really big surprise. Just after the commendation meeting, Zhang Qibing received a personal summons from Shan Zhujing. He expressed that he was very satisfied with Zhang Qibing's work. At the same time, he also praised Zhang Qibing for his sharp vision and decisiveness for discovering such a great talent. He also said that he should work hard and there will be a bigger platform waiting for him in the future. Zhang Qibing was almost excited at that time. This means that his career will soon reach a higher level. This is even more satisfying than him getting the level 3 Medal of Honor. All this is thanks to Lu Zhen. When he thought about being promoted soon, he couldn't help but laugh. But he still held it in. Zhang Qibing looked at Lu Zhen and said, "Sorry, Lu Zhen, I didn't do my job well. I didn't expect that you becoming a hero would cause you so much trouble. I have asked someone to prepare a villa in the Wumeng compound. Your grandma has moved in too. In the Wumeng compound, there are security guards patrolling at all times, so you no longer have to worry about harassment from fanatical fans." Thank you, Leader Zhang. Lu Zhen nodded to express his gratitude. The small house in the countryside has been exposed, and many fans check in there every day. There is no place for people to live there. Zhang Qibing said, "Leader Shan is very satisfied with your heroic behavior this time. Level 2 medals are only superficial rewards. But the actual rewards are more than that." Hearing that there were still rewards, Lu Zhen was delighted and asked, "Are there any other rewards?" Zhang Qibing nodded and continued, "The senior management gave you a sponsorship of 600 million. But after this incident, they decided to increase your sponsorship to 1.2 billion. What? 1.2 billion? Lu Zhen was shocked and almost speechless with excitement. 1.2 billion, which is a full double. Zhang Qibing smiled and said, "Yes, it is 1.2 billion. Your performance is worth the price." This was approved by Leader Shan himself. Lu Zhen asked curiously, "Leader Shan, does he think so highly of me?" Zhang Qibing said, "If it were just your talent, 600 million would be almost over. But compared to talent, what Leader Shan values more is your character." Character. Lu Zhen was a little confused. Zhang Qibing continued, "You can stand up against those sea fish tribe at all costs in times of crisis. Even willing to sacrifice his own life. Then when the alien war comes, you can stand up and sacrifice yourself for the country, the nation, and civilization like this time. What our 7-star civilization needs most is warriors like you. A warrior like you can also make the higher-ups feel more at ease." Lu Zhen was stunned for a moment, not expecting that the 1.2 billion sponsorship was actually because of this. He was still a little puzzled and continued, "Besides me, there are still many people who are willing to sacrifice for the country. When the Sea Fish clan attacked Yongle Hospital, that was the ordinary doctor. He's not even a warrior, but he still stood up. People like him are the real heroes. I consider myself inferior to him. Talent like his should be valued. I just fulfilled my duty as a warrior. Why does Leader Shan pay so much attention to me?" Zhang Qibing smiled and said, "I know that doctor. He's truly admirable. But you are different from him. He is just an ordinary person, and you are a warrior. And he is also a very talented warrior. The resources needed to train a mortal martial artist are enough to support thousands of ordinary people. Just one purple grade source stone used by warriors to practice can earn an ordinary person several months' income. The life of a warrior is much more valuable than that of ordinary people. Can this compare?" Lu Zhen fell into deep thought and did not answer. Zhang Qibing continued, "The stronger a warrior is, the more afraid he is of death. Do you still remember the day when the fish tribe attacked Yongle Hospital, the girl who was the first to stand up against the alien race?" Lu Zhen nodded. "Remember." Zhang Qibing continued, "That girl is the daughter of Tu Hongfei, the director of Lingkong Boxing Gym, the largest martial arts gym in Junhai City. Her name is Tu Yingying. She has A-level talent. She is about the same age as you. Her life level should be around 8.5. Although I can't compare with you, it's very rare to have such strength at this age. But, when facing a foreign race and finding that she couldn't defeat them, she didn't think about how to solve the problem, but ran away as soon as possible. If placed in a war, she would be a deserter. This invasion of the marine fish tribe is just a small crisis. The most she ran away was to make the entire Yongle hospital people become food for the alien race. It won't have much impact on our country of Daxia, Blue Star, or even the Seven-Star Civilization. However, some wars are simply inescapable. What should you do if you encounter that situation? Is it still possible to surrender to the enemy? Lu Jian listened thoughtfully. Zhang Qibing continued. 300 years ago, when the three major civilizations invaded our Seven-Star Civilization, I have also encountered this situation. At that time, countless quasi-god powerhouses came, and their number was several times that of our Seven-Star Civilization. Our Seven-Star Civilization simply cannot withstand it. At that time, some nuclear warriors and quasi-god realm experts from our Seven-Star Civilization actually chose to rebel in order not to be killed. Abandoned the Seven-Star Civilization that raised them, and were willing to be dogs for the three major civilizations. Otherwise, our Seven-Star Civilization would not have collapsed so quickly. Had it not been for the fact that leader Dugu finally broke through to the quasi-god peak and killed the aliens, our Seven-Star Civilization would have been extinct by now. So, the entire Seven-Star Civilization has almost zero tolerance for traitors. No matter what realm or status you have, once it is known that you have thoughts of betrayal, there will be only one word for the outcome. Die. Lu Jian heard these words, and his heart stirred up. It was the first time that he knew that there were so many secrets in the 300-year-old war. It makes the strong people in the nuclear weapons realm and the quasi-god realm have thoughts of betrayal. You can imagine how tragic the original war was. Zhang Qibing continued. That girl named Tu Yingying. Her current level is not high, but her character has been seen. She has no intention of surrendering to the enemy, but she also has no spirit of sacrifice for the nation. Such people are most likely to rebel when encountering a war. If you team up with such a person, you won't be able to trust him with your back. Because they value their lives more than anything else. Such a person, no matter how powerful he is, will not be recognized by the top management. Speaking of this, Zhang Qibing patted Lu Jian on the shoulder and continued. And for people like you, even if your strength is not very good, the higher-ups will value you. What's more, your talent is so high, there is no reason for the senior management not to value you. The sponsorship of 1.2 billion for you is already considered a small amount. This is just because you are AC level talent. If you are promoted to B level, or higher, sponsorship dollars are only going to increase. After listening to Zhang Qibing's words, Lu Jian finally understood why he could get so much sponsorship. Talent is one aspect, but more importantly it is character. People who have strength but low loyalty will never be better than people who have less strength but high loyalty. Zhang Qibing continued. Your current sponsorship fee is 1.2 billion. This cannot be described as a small amount, but a huge amount of money. Other than the senior management, the only ones who know about this matter are you and me. If anyone knew that you, an unqualified warrior, had a huge sum of 1.2 billion. Don't talk about foreign races, we Blue Star people will take action against you. So, you must not tell others about the 1.2 billion sponsorship you received. Not even your grandma or your principal Wang Desheng. It's not that I don't trust them, but if one less person knows, there is less danger. If I could, I wouldn't even want to know about it myself. Do you know what I mean? Lu Jian nodded. Understood. Don't worry, Alliance Leader Zhang, I will know even if you don't tell me that your wealth will not be leaked to others. I won't tell anyone else. Zhang Qibing nodded. That's good. Okay, I still have a lot of work to do. I won't leave you to chat anymore. When I'm free that day, I'll treat you to dinner. Lu Jian smiled and said, Leader Zhang, you are so polite. You have helped me so much, I should treat you to dinner. Zhang Qibing smiled and said, then I won't be polite. Anyway, you are not short of money now, and you don't feel bad about eating a few good meals. After Lu Jian left, he immediately checked his account balance. Current balance, 145,245,600. Lu Zhen was very happy when he saw his balance. This 1.2 billion sponsorship should also be paid in installments, not all at once. But it doesn't matter, as long as the money can arrive. With this money, I can buy a large amount of source stones again. Wagwo Yuanshi Group, Zhonghai Branch. The main business is responsible for the sales of source stones in Zhonghai City. As the general manager of the branch, Sun Yuan has absolute power in the branch. Many female employees tried their best to stick to him in order to get promoted. In the general manager's office. At this moment, Zhang Yuan was flirting with the female secretary. This female secretary is a recently graduated college student who came to her door for promotion. She is also very beautiful. Zhang Yuan took it directly without hesitation. There is a small room in the office with a bed and bathroom. Just when he was about to take his secretary in for an in-depth discussion, a male employee suddenly rushed in. Zhang Yuan's little brother who had just stood up suddenly shrank. He angrily yelled at the male employee. You want to die? Won't you knock on the door when you come in? Don't you know I'm busy right now? If you have anything to say, tell me immediately. Zhang Yuan was very angry and wanted to fire the male employee immediately. The male employee ignored Zhang Yuan's anger. This was not the first time he bumped into Zhang Yuan's unspoken female employee. He said directly, General Manager, great news. Did you know that a young hero named Lu Zhen recently appeared in Zhonghai City? Zhang Yuan said displeased ly. Aren't you talking nonsense? His name is all over the news and TV hot searches, and everyone knows it. Can I not know? The male employee continued. The young hero named Lu Zhen placed an order of about 100 million on our company's online shopping app. How much? Zhang Yuan was instantly shocked. 100 million. The male employee said excitedly. 100 million. Zhang Yuan's eyes widened. This is a big list. He asked, is the news true? The male employee said, it's true, this news came from the head office. Absolutely true. Zhang Yuan said excitedly. It came from the head office, it should be right. The male employee continued. The head office asks you to go and verify in person whether the young man named Lu Zhen has the purchasing power. If it's true, the head office tells you to have a good relationship with the other party. Zhang Yuan sneered. How can you worry so much that you need them to remind me? Don't I know how to deal with big customers? Zhang Yuan lifted his pants. He had no intention of continuing to communicate in depth with the female secretary. As long as the performance gets better and better, there will be plenty of opportunities in the future. The top priority now is to win this big customer immediately. He pointed at the male staff and said, quick, call him immediately and arrange to meet. At the same time, we will arrange a car and I will go see him now. In an ordinary cafe, Lu Zhen looked at the fat middle-aged man opposite him. No matter how you look, he doesn't look like the general manager of a big company, but like one of those nouveau riche who suddenly became rich. Zhang Yuan smiled politely and said, hello, Mr. Lu. I am the general manager of the Zhonghai branch of Wagwo Yuanshi Group. My name is Zhang Yuan. Excuse me for interrupting, but there are some things that are not convenient to discuss on the phone, so I made an appointment to meet with you this time. Lu Zhen nodded to express his understanding, and then said calmly, you just said on the phone that you can arrange the origin stone for me immediately. Is it true? Just now, Lu Zhen received a call. The other party said that the manager of Origin Stone Company wanted to meet with him. Lu Zhen originally wanted to refuse. After all, he is now a famous celebrity in Zhonghai City, and there are brainless fanatics everywhere. If you get caught up in them, you'll be in trouble. But when he heard that the other party could arrange the origin stone for him in advance, Lu Zhen thought for a while and agreed. He now needs to improve his strength as soon as possible, and origin stone is the best way. But it would take some time to order the origin stone online and then have it delivered to him. After all, the order he placed was not a small amount, but about 100 million. It would be even better if we could get those batches of source stones in advance. Zhang Yuan smiled and said, for high-quality customers, our company will have special distribution channels. You placed an order for nearly 100 million source stones from our company. It may take about 2 weeks through normal channels. But if you upgrade to a premium customer of our company, it will be delivered to you in up to 3 days. Lu Zhen immediately understood what he wanted to express. Didn't he just want to buy origin stones from him for a long time? This is just like going to a bank to make a deposit. Customers who make large deposits will receive special treatment. Zhang Yuan continued to laugh and said, Mr. Lu, I have learned about your deeds. I have great admiration for you. You are fully worthy of the word, hero. My son regards you as his idol and said he wants to be a hero like you when he grows up. He even hung your portrait above his bed. Just to see you in person every day and admire your face. Zhang Yuan kept talking flattering words, but Lu Zhen raised his hand to interrupt him. There's no need to say flattery. Just say it. How can I become your best customer? Seeing Lu Zhen being so direct, Zhang Yuan stopped beating around the bush and said, that's it. According to the normal process, as long as the customer can show long-term purchasing power, he can become a high-quality customer of our company. Mr. Lu, you are the hero of our Junhai city. I have 100% confidence in your ability. But the rules are the rules, and I can't change them. As long as you can show proof of your purchasing ability, I will immediately upgrade you to a high-quality customer of our company. As long as you are a high-quality customer of our company, you can not only enjoy fast delivery service, but also enjoy a 50% discount when purchasing Origin Stone. So, I wonder if you can show me proof of your purchasing ability. Zhang Yuan looked at Lu Zhen with some anxiety. Lu Zhen also understood what he meant. Don't you just want to see your own assets? There's nothing strange about this. On the contrary, it is strange that a teenager like me can actually place an order of about 100 million. It is reasonable for the other party to want to see proof of assets. Lu Zhen did not hesitate, but took out a bank card from his pocket. Do you recognize what this is? Seeing the bank card in Lu Zhen's hand, Zhang Yuan's eyes widened. This is Wu Meng card. Zhang Yuan couldn't believe that Lu Zhen actually had a martial arts card. This is something that only people with special status and those who are strong in nuclear weapons realm can possess. People who can have such a card are almost all big guys, and they are not short of money at all. Lu Zhen only showed it once and immediately put it away, as this thing qualified. Zhang Yuan nodded sharply. Qualified, completely qualified. I will upgrade you to a premium customer right now. And a super premium customer at the highest level. Not only do you enjoy a special priority delivery service, you can also get a 30% discount when purchasing Source Stone. At the same time, you can also enjoy the right to use now and pay later. Zhang Yuan did not hesitate at all and immediately asked his men to prepare the contract. Lu Zhen's possession of the Wu Meng card is enough to prove his economic level. And it's still a very high income level. Soon, a contract appeared in front of Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen looked at it and found that there was nothing wrong with it, so he signed directly. You can get Originium delivered quickly and get a 30% discount, saving tens of millions at once. No matter how you look at it, it's pure profit, so there's no reason to refuse. After the signing was completed, Lu Zhen said calmly, is there anything else? If not, I'll leave. Zhang Yuan was very happy. He stood up and took out a business card and handed it to Lu Zhen. Thank you for your trust in our company. Your Origin Stone order has been arranged. It will be delivered to you the day after tomorrow at most. This is my business card. If you have any questions, please feel free to contact me. I will solve it for you as soon as possible. Lu Zhen nodded, accepted the business card and left directly. Looking at his leaving figure, Zhang Yuan said happily, we have won another big customer. We have to celebrate tonight. He took out his mobile phone and dialed the number of Daihao Club. Daihao Club is the most luxurious entertainment club in Junhai City. There are both formal and irregular ones. Soon, the call was connected. The other party, Manager Zhang, you haven't been to our Daihao Club for a long time. The girls miss you. Zhang Yuan, don't think about it, I'll come tonight. The other person, that's great, are you still following the same rules? Meat or vegetarian? 2 or 3? Zhang Yuan, 10 meaty ones. The time for the high school martial arts meet is getting closer and closer. All martial arts high schools in Junhai City are also preparing for this martial arts meet. The same goes for Shuijing High School. There are 4 people in the martial arts room at the moment. They are Lu Bo, Su Shengyan, Chu Fugi, and Lu Zhen. Lu Bo was introducing to them the specific matters of this martial arts meeting. The High School Martial Arts Club, as the name suggests, is a competition for martial arts high school students. For the sake of safety, we still use virtual warfare, but there will be no limit on the life level. It will be whatever level it is. Budo will be divided into individual battles and team battles. Individual battles are 1v1, and your ranking is the same as in the virtual arena. The team competition is a 3v3 multiplayer battle royale competition. There's nothing to say about individual battles. It all depends on personal strength. This time I will mainly talk to you about the 3v3 team battle. Although it's not particularly important, it's still a part of the martial arts association. It's best to get first place. After the team battle starts, you will be transported to a random terrain environment. It could be a desert, it could be snow, it could be an ocean, there are all kinds of terrains. When you arrive, you will have no weapons and equipment on you, so you need to search for them yourself. Various resources will be randomly refreshed on the map. There are secret realms, treasure chests, and equipment. There will also be very large poisonous fog at the edge of the map. Once you encounter these poisonous fogs, you will immediately enter a poisoning state. Although you won't die immediately, your physical strength will continue to be consumed and you will eventually die. These poisonous fogs will gather in the middle every once in a while. Until the entire map is flooded. What you have to do is to survive until the end, or defeat all opponents and get first place before being overwhelmed by the poisonous mist. Do you understand? Lu Bo looked at the three of them. The three of them nodded to express their understanding. Lu Zhen also understood that the rules of this battle royale game were very similar to those he played in his previous life, almost exactly the same. Lu Bo continued. Just understand. Team battles do not require particularly high individual strength, but they require extremely high teamwork. So, you still need to get used to it before the high school martial arts meet officially begins. Now, you enter the virtual arena for a 3v3 battle. I will watch the game outside, record the strengths and weaknesses of your team, and then make corresponding adjustments. The three of them nodded and started the virtual bracelets. The next second, the consciousness of the three people appeared in the preparation room of the virtual arena. Lu Bo, Chu Fugi will be the captain for the time being. After all, he is a senior in high school and knows the rules better. You can jump right in when you're ready. Chu Fugi looked at Su Shengyan and Lu Zhen. Are you ready? The two nodded. Okay, then I'll start. Chu Fugi pressed the match button. Team battle is being matched. The system will match opponents with the same rank as you. Matching successful. After 60 seconds, the battle begins. The three of them were transported to an isolated island. There are many warriors like them on the isolated island. However, those people were in a hazy state and could not clearly see their appearance. Chu Fugi frowned. The average rank in this game is so high. Almost all around Golden 5. Some even reached Platinum level. I'm afraid this won't be a good fight. In Platinum. Why is it so high? Su Shengyan frowned. She had just recently been promoted to the Gold rank, and she still put in a lot of effort. Now it's too much for her to directly compete with the Platinum rank. Chu Fugi smiled and said, "You forgot, there is a Platinum Master in our team. It was him who raised the average rank of our team. It's normal to encounter equally strong opponents." Su Shengyan then remembered that Lu Zhen seemed to have indeed reached the Platinum rank, and had stayed at this rank for a long time. This was Lu Zhen's rank before he was hospitalized. If he had not been hospitalized during this period, his rank would have been higher. Su Shengyan felt a little uncomfortable when he thought of this. They are all warriors of the same age, why can he move up the ranks so easily? I have just been promoted to Gold after working so hard. Lu Zhen smiled and said, "You just need to lie down, I will kill you at will at this level." The life level in the virtual arena is fixed and only depends on the level of martial arts. Before, he was still at the beginning of the 4th level, and he could kill randomly even at the Platinum level. Now that he has reached the mid-level 4th level, killing people at this level is as easy as trampling on ants. Chu Fugi smiled and said, "What a loud tone. Then I'll wait and follow you to pick up the missing ones. Soon. It's time to prepare." The three of them turned into a ray of light and disappeared. A few seconds later, they appeared in a deserted desert. Great, it's a desert map. Chu Fugi smiled and said, I'm familiar with this map. He looked at his surroundings and continued. There is a cave not far ahead. I have been there before. A lot of weapons and equipment will be refreshed inside. Before anyone else comes. Let's get there quickly. Su Shengyan and Lu Zhen participated in a team battle for the first time and did not know much about the map, so they had to follow Chu Fugi. In a cave not far away. There are 3 people ambushing here at this moment. Boss, will someone really come to your door? Do you even need to ask? This cave will refresh so many props, and anyone who comes nearby will come over. We are so lucky. We will be in the hole as soon as it arrives. If we don't wait for those people to come to our door automatically. Wouldn't it be a waste of such good luck? The 3 people in the hole quietly waited for their prey to take the bait. Not long after, I heard movement. Notice. Someone is coming. They just arrived. They definitely don't have the equipment and they will never be able to defeat us. Wait until they come down and attack with all your strength. Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan followed Chu Fugi and ran forward. Soon, they came to a canyon. There is a huge cave beneath the canyon. Looking down from above, you can see many props and equipment placed in the cave. Chu Fugi pointed downward and said, this is it. Let's go down. Chu Fugi jumped in without any hesitation. Seeing this, Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan followed. Haha. It's a blue weapon. This is so lucky. After Chu Fugi landed, he immediately wanted to pick up the equipment on the ground. Just when he was about to bend down to pick it up, a spear suddenly pierced his body from behind. How could someone? Chu Fugi's eyes widened, and he instantly realized that he had been ambushed by others. Quick! He also wanted Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan to run away, but before he could finish his words, his body disappeared. People killed in team battles in the virtual arena will disappear directly. Oops, we were ambushed. Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan jumped from above and saw Chu Fugi being killed before they even landed. After the 2 landed, the 3 men who ambushed them immediately surrounded them. Haha. Big brother really got it right. There really is a fool who would come to your door. The 3 people looked at Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan with smiles of successful conspiracy on their faces. Why are you so unlucky? I was attacked as soon as I came up. How can you play with this? Su Shengyan looked at them and frowned instantly. Lu Zhen said lightly to Su Shengyan, hide behind me and be careful not to get hurt by them. What? Su Shengyan was stunned for a moment, not understanding what Lu Zhen meant. You are so arrogant without weapons. Die. The eldest of the 3 didn't talk nonsense and rushed towards Lu Zhen. He held a blue-grade spear in his hand, and he thrust forward without mercy. In his opinion, Lu Zhen had no equipment and was not his opponent at all, so he had almost no idea of defense and instead went all out to attack. Just when his spear was about to hit Lu Zhen moved slightly and dodged directly. What? The man's eyes widened, and Lu Zhen's speed shocked him. Before he could react, Lu Zhen had already rushed towards him and punched him in the face. Boom. This punch was fierce and domineering, with 4 stages of martial arts and 4 stages of movement. One punch directly hit the man's head. Blood scattered and splashed all over the floor. Dang dang. The spear in the man's hand fell to the ground and made a crisp sound. Then the body suddenly collapsed and disappeared in the next second. Who said you have to use weapons? Lu Zhen wiped the blood from his fist and said coldly. He is not used to using weapons, and it makes no difference to him whether he has a weapon or not. The boss is dead. The other 2 people looked at Lu Zhen with wide eyes and shock. He has 4 levels of martial arts and 4 levels of movement. How is this possible? At this moment, the 2 of them couldn't help but become afraid. Their boss is the strongest among the 3 of them. He can't even withstand the opponent's punch, so they are even less likely to be the opponent's opponent. Run. The 2 of them came up with the same idea and ran towards the depths of the cave. You kill someone and you still want to run away. Is it possible? Lu Zhen sneered, the wind rose under his feet, and he chased after them. With the blessing of the 4th level of movement, those 2 people couldn't run away at all. Puff. Bang. 1 punch per person, blowing their heads off directly. The 2 bodies slowly disappeared, leaving only their weapons and the props they picked up on the ground. Lu Zhen wiped the blood on his hands and sneered, at this level, you can still learn to ambush. Shameful. He looked back at Su Shengyan. At this moment, Su Shengyan opened his mouth slightly and looked at Lu Zhen in disbelief. She was already stunned by Lu Zhen's operation just now. At first glance, those three people are at about the golden level, and their martial arts skills should be around the third level. In front of Lu Zhen, he was so vulnerable. How strong is this guy now? Lu Zhen looked at her and said with a smile, "Why are you so dazed? You haven't picked up anything yet." Oh. Su Shengyan reacted immediately. She replied awkwardly, and then started to pick up the props on the ground. In the dormitory of a martial arts university, three boys emerged from the virtual arena. Grass. 4 levels of martial arts, 4 levels of movement. What a pervert. The three of them recalled the situation just now and immediately broke through the defense. After finally landing in a good place, I wanted to wait and kill a wave of guys without weapons. I never thought that they were the ones being slaughtered. Boss, do you still want to continue? Keep it up. I met such a perverted guy as soon as I got here. Today is really unlucky. A bad start will only make us more unlucky. Today is not the right day to score. Then what are we doing today? Sleep. The man called the boss lay directly on the bed and covered his head with the quilt angrily. The punch just now broke his mentality, and he had no idea of continuing. Virtual arena preparation room. Chu Fugi's figure appeared. Why am I so stupid? Why didn't you expect someone to ambush you in advance? He gave himself 2 mouthfuls of force and regretted the command he had just given. I thought I could pick up a big leak when I landed near the hole, but I didn't expect that they were someone else's, leaking. I wonder how Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan are doing. They should be coming out soon. Chu Fugi waited for a while, but before they came out, he couldn't help but feel confused. It's weird, why don't they come out yet? Didn't you get eliminated? In Chu Fugi's view, it was basically impossible to survive being attacked without weapons. He has already come out, so the two of them should be sent out soon. But after waiting for so long, why haven't we come out yet? He entered the viewing room doubtfully. I met Lu Bo inside. Fugi, you're here. Lu Bo looked at him with a smile. Chu Fugi said apologetically, I'm sorry, Director Lu, I was careless and didn't make a good decision, so I was ambushed. Lu Bo smiled and said, it's okay, it's okay. It has little impact on the outcome. Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan are both fine now. What? Chu Fugi was shocked. Weren't they eliminated? He immediately entered the viewing angle. When he saw the content in the picture, he was shocked. They are actually fine. Also, why are their equipment so good? The equipment levels in the virtual arena are divided into white, blue, purple, gold and red. White is the lowest and red is the highest. Now, the equipment worn by Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan were very luxurious. They were all wearing gold armor. Lu Zhen didn't need weapons, so he gave all the weapons he picked up to Su Shengyan. Su Shengyan used a horizontal sword, which was also a gold-grade weapon. In addition to the main weapon, she also has several gold-grade secondary weapons. Not only that, they also have a lot of consumables and talismans on them, which they can never use up. How come? Where did they get these things? Chu Fugi murmured in disbelief. Lu Bo laughed and said, some were picked up, and some were snatched from others. Is it so powerful? Chu Fugi asked in surprise. Lu Bo laughed and said, we still underestimated Lu Zhen. He now has 4 levels of martial arts and 4 levels of body movements. At your level, you are basically invincible. It was the first time for him and Su Shengyan to participate in a team battle, and they knew almost nothing about the terrain. But this is not important, considering Lu Zhen's strength. We'll go wherever we want. Even if we encounter an enemy, we can just take them out with 1 or 2 punches. No one is his match. What a pervert! Chu Fugi exclaimed. Lu Bo continued, there are only 8 people left on the map now. Besides these 2, there are 2 other teams. These 2 teams are probably no match for Lu Zhen. This team battle should be won smoothly. Chu Fugi said happily. Then I really won without doing anything. On the battlefield of the virtual arena, Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan walked aimlessly. They were not familiar with the terrain and had no idea where to go, so they could only wander around aimlessly. We seem to have been to this place before, let's change direction. Lu Zhen said lightly, then walked in another direction. Oh. Su Shengyan replied obediently and followed. Following Lu Zhen along the way, she was completely impressed. She had to admit that Lu Zhen was much stronger than her now. Lu Zhen's platinum rank was not achieved in vain. One can even clearly feel that Lu Zhen is definitely more than just a platinum level. It is no exaggeration to say that he is a diamond. Don't be fooled by the fact that Su Shengyan is now covered in luxurious equipment and armor. But along the way with Lu Zhen, she didn't have a single chance to take action, and she just sat behind picking up things and doing nothing the whole time. Every time she encountered an enemy, Lu Zhen would deal with her before she could react. This made her not sure whether to be happy or unhappy. Buzz. At this moment, a voice suddenly sounded in the sky. Please note. Battlefield Shura is about to lock. Killing can earn you a lot of points. Battlefield Shura. What's this? Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan were confused. This was their first time participating in a team battle and they had no idea what Battlefield Shura was. Just at this moment, a striking red light suddenly appeared above Lu Zhen's head. A voice sounded in his mind. You have been locked as a Battlefield Shura. Your location will be exposed on the map. In the viewing room. Chu Fugi couldn't help but smile when he saw this scene. Lu Zhen has killed so many people that he is considered a Battlefield Shura. Lu Bo smiled and said, in team battles, the ones who kill the most are usually Shura on the battlefield. This time will be no exception. The appearance of Shura on the battlefield means that this game is about to come to an end. Lu Zhen being locked as a Battlefield Shura is not necessarily a bad thing. At least we can lure out those hiding opponents. On the battlefield. After Lu Zhen was marked as a Battlefield Shura, he didn't pay much attention. Still taking Su Shengyan around on the map. Just as he and Su Shengyan were passing through a swamp, two teams of people appeared from the left and right. Seeing them, Su Shengyan couldn't help but frown. We are surrounded. Lu Zhen said calmly. Don't panic, let's see what they do. Now. The two teams looked hungrily at the two Lu Zhen who were alone as if they were staring at prey. At this time, a person from one team suddenly shouted to the other team. Brother on the other side. How about we deal with the Shura on the battlefield first, and then we can decide the winner. What do you think? Someone from the other team immediately replied. That's exactly what I meant. The so-called mantis stalks the cicada and the oriole follows behind. There are currently only 3 teams left in the battlefield. The best way is to deal with the lone ones first, and then they can compete for the first place. Lest they both suffer losses and end up being left alone. What's more, the one who is alone is Shura on the battlefield, so he can't let it go. Killing alone first is almost the default unspoken rule in team battles. After the two parties reached an agreement, they rushed towards Lu Zhen without hesitation. 2 teams and 6 people rushed over at the same time. Lu Zhen immediately said to Su Shengyan beside him. There are so many of them that I might not be able to take care of them. You should pay attention to them yourself. I know. Su Shengyan nodded and clenched the hengdao in his hand. After so long, I can finally do it myself. The head of Shura on the battlefield is mine. One of them suddenly attacked Lu Zhen, and Lu Zhen easily dodged it. Just when he wanted to counterattack, another person attacked from behind. Lu Zhen had no choice but to dodge again. He has the mark of Battlefield Shura on his body, and whichever team can get his head will get big points. Therefore, the first target of those 6 people was Lu Zhen, under their all-round attack. Lu Zhen didn't find a good opportunity to counterattack, so he could only dodge passively. It's actually the 4th stage of movement and the 4th stage of martial arts. No wonder it's Shura on the battlefield. It's really hard to win if we let him live. When they saw Lu Zhen's level, they couldn't help but feel threatened. With Lu Zhen's level, they are definitely no match for one-on-one. If they want to kill him, they can only besiege him. But, with Su Shengyan interfering on the side, it was really not easy for them to surround and kill Lu Zhen. His teammates have been interfering and he can't attack with all his strength. Brothers, kill his teammates first, and then attack with all your strength. Good. Several people reached an agreement and turned their offensive attention from Lu Zhen to Su Shengyan. Oops. Seeing them rushing towards him, Su Shengyan felt bad. He only had 3 levels of martial arts, which was incomparable to Lu Zhen. Under their siege, he was killed instantly. Finally got rid of the annoying guy. We can attack Shura on the battlefield with all our strength. The man who had just given the order smiled. He wiped the sweat from his forehead, and when he turned to look at his teammates, his eyes widened. At this moment, two of his teammates had died under Lu Zhen's fists. Lu Zhen's fist was still dripping with blood. He sneered and said, "You know that I am a 4th level martial artist and a 4th level body master, but you still dare to be distracted. With 2 less, how can you win?" With 6 people besieging him, Lu Zhen might be a little overwhelmed. But as long as he finds an opportunity, that's when he will counterattack. Oops. He stole the chicken. The few remaining people felt bad. 6 of them couldn't defeat Lu Zhen in a siege, and now that there were only 4 left, it was even more impossible. Just when they were still thinking about how to respond, Lu Zhen had already taken action. He rushed towards the man who had just killed Su Shengyan. "It was you who eliminated Katsuo. Then it starts with you." Upon seeing this, the man immediately raised his weapon to defend himself. "Still want to block? Can you stop it?" Lu Zhen rushed in front of him, made a feint and appeared behind him instantly. Then he raised his fist and punched him in the head. So fast. The man still wanted to defend, but Lu Zhen was too fast and couldn't stop him without anyone else to restrain him. Bang! One punch directly hit the man's head. The weapon clattered to the ground and the body disappeared. Only Lu Zhen and 3 people from the other team were left on the battlefield. When the 3 people looked at Lu Zhen's figure, their eyes couldn't help showing fear. "Kill him with 1 punch. What a pervert. The guy looked our way. What do we do?" The 3 of them were shocked and didn't know how to deal with it for a moment. Lu Zhen didn't give them a chance to think, and rushed towards them in a flash. "Oh shit. Fight him." The 3 of them shouted loudly and rushed towards Lu Zhen. This is already the final round, and there is no place to run if you want to, so you can only bite the bullet and go. In the viewing room, Su Shengyan's figure appeared. "Katsuo, you're here." Chu Fugi and Lu Bo smiled at her. Su Shengyan sighed. "I'm sorry, I'm still too weak and was eliminated in just 2 moves." She was equipped with the most luxurious equipment and weapons, and she thought she could fight with her opponent for a while. But he didn't expect that once his opponent became serious, he wouldn't be able to handle it. This is enough to show how big the gap is between her and her opponents. Lu Bo smiled and said, "No need to apologize, you have done your best. With so many people surrounding me, I can't blame you for being eliminated." Su Shengyan sighed. "I was eliminated, and Lu Zhen could only face the attacks of the 2 teams alone. I don't know if he can handle it." Chu Fugi smiled and said, "Are you talking about him? He has now received the reward on the settlement interface. The battle just now is over. We are number 1. First." Su Shengyan was shocked, and she immediately entered the viewing angle. And when she saw the settlement interface, she couldn't help but open her eyes wide. On the settlement page, Lu Zhen's figure stood in the first place. Next to it are his record and game honors. Game ranking: 1. Number of kills: 64. Total number of kills: 100. Game honors: Battlefield Shura, most kills, Harmless Master, best move. Really won. I thought he would be eliminated too. How is this done? Su Shengyan was pleasantly surprised. Faced with the siege of 6 people, and without the support of himself, he actually won. It's incredible. Chu Fugi smiled and said, "When you were besieged by others, it was just for Lu Zhen to find an opportunity to fight back. With so few people on the other side, Lu Zhen is naturally no match for him. So that's it." Su Shengyan smiled awkwardly. Unexpectedly, his biggest role in this game was to give away kills to attract firepower. Not a moment. After the settlement, Lu Zhen also came out. Lu Bo patted Lu Zhen on the shoulder with satisfaction. "Well done. I'm surprised by your performance." Lu Zhen smiled and said, "Director Lu, I'll make you laugh. This is my first time participating in a team battle. I don't know the terrain well, so I can only wander around." Lu Bo smiled and said, "It's already pretty good. I was worried that I might not be able to adapt to the first team battle. But now it seems that I was worrying too much. In the face of absolute strength, no matter how many people there are, it's useless. Director Lu is right." Chu Fugi said with a smile. "I died not long after I landed. I thought this game was going to be over. I didn't expect that I could get first place while lying down. It's so cool." Lu Zhen, I will definitely follow you to score points today. You can't refuse. Chu Fugi's eyes were golden, he didn't want to let go of such a good thigh. Okay. Then I'll take you a few more, and you just need to lie down. Lu Zhen said with a smile. Lu Bo said, the first game you encountered was a desert map. There are also maps of snowfields, oceans, forests, cities, etc. that I haven't seen yet. In the remaining time, let's continue the 3v3 team battle. It doesn't matter if you can get first place, the main thing is to get familiar with the map. So that you won't be confused when you encounter an unfamiliar map. You can continue when you're ready. Let Fugi continue to be the captain, but we can't be as careless as this time. Chu Fugi smiled and said, don't worry, Director Lu, with Lu Zhen here, even if Sheng Nan and I are eliminated, we can also win. Several people couldn't help but smile. Then, a new team battle begins again. With the experience of the first game, the subsequent team battles will be very easy. The endings of the next few scenes are the same. I played 10 team battles and almost all of them were victorious. With Lu Zhen's help, Chu Fugi and Su Shengyan only need to frantically pick up equipment from behind. Even if they are besieged, as long as Lu Zhen is not dead, they will have a chance to win first place. And Lu Zhen did not disappoint them. He was a Shira on every battlefield and took first place every time. Haha. It's so cool to win. I have never experienced the feeling of 10 consecutive wins, and I finally experienced it today. Ha ha ha. Chu Fugi laughed happily. Su Shengyan was also very happy. Although she had been playing tricks in these games, as long as she could score points, there was nothing wrong with her. Lu Bo clapped his hands and smiled. With these dozen or so games of experience, your cooperation has become better and better. Fugi knows the map well and is responsible for directing the search for equipment and props. Lu Zhen is the strongest and is responsible for being the thug. Katsuo is pretty, he is responsible for picking up things in the back and calling 666. According to this situation, if we win the first place in the high school Budokai team competition, there should be no problem. Alright. Let's get here first today. You can go home and rest. I have other things to deal with, so I won't accompany you. After Lu Bo finished his instructions, he left directly. After he left, Chu Fugi happily smiled at Lu Zhen and Su Shengyan and said, Lu Zhen, Shengyan, I'm happy today. My treat tonight. Just go to the 5-star restaurant owned by my family and let's enjoy it today. Su Shengyan waved his hand directly and said, I won't go, my mother has already prepared a meal waiting for me to go back. Auntie. Chu Fugi thought of Su Shengyan's bad-tempered mother, and the hairs on his body stood up. Okay, I won't force you. Chu Fugi looked at Lu Zhen, where are you? Katsuo rejected me, you can't reject me again. You are the one who takes me up, so I have to go. If you can have a free meal, there is no reason to refuse. Lu Zhen wanted to agree directly, but at this moment, suddenly he received a text message on his phone. It was from Zhang Yuan. Mr. Lu, the ordered origin stone has arrived. Whenever you are free, you can come over and sign for it. Seeing this message, Lu Zhen felt happy. The origin stone had finally arrived. Then it's time to improve your strength. Let's go, Lu Zhen, take my luxury car, we'll be there soon. Chu Fugi said with a smile. Lu Zhen waved his hand and said with a smile, I won't eat today. I suddenly have something to go back to deal with. Next time. I'll treat you next time. After Lu Zhen finished speaking, he ran away without waiting for Chu Fugi's reply. Looking at his leaving figure, Chu Fugi sighed regretfully, everyone is so anxious. Then I can only enjoy it myself. A luxurious villa in Junhai City. This is the house that Zhang Qibing specially assigned to Lu Zhen in order to prevent him from being harassed. Now, Zhang Yuan is waiting patiently outside the villa. This is a large order of about 100 million, which is very valuable. Delivery requires the customer's personal signature. As the general manager of the company, Zhang Yuan doesn't actually have to do anything personally, but this is Lu Zhen's order. In order to leave a good impression on Lu Zhen, he personally escorted them this time and handed these origin stones into Lu Zhen's hands. Zhang Yuan looked at the surrounding environment and said with envy, the environment is really good. The house is also good, it is indeed a place where only special people can live. Although Zhang Yuan is rich, he is just an ordinary person after all, not even a warrior. No matter how rich you are, you can't live in a place like this. After waiting for a long time, Lu Zhen finally came back. Mr. Lu, you are finally back. Seeing Lu Zhen appear, a smile instantly appeared on Zhang Yuan's face. Lu Zhen smiled and said, Manager Zhang, why did you come to deliver the goods in person? Zhang Yuan smiled and said, you are a big customer of our company, and your order is valuable. I won't worry if I don't deliver the goods myself. Lu Zhen smiled and said, thank you for your hard work. How about we come inside and chat? Zhang Yuan waved his hand and said, no need to go to so much trouble. I will go back after the goods are delivered. There are still many things waiting for me to deal with at the company. Lu Zhen nodded. Then let's look at the goods directly. Zhang Yuan clapped his hands, and a strong man came over carrying a large box. Zhang Yuan opened the box and found the source stone that Lu Zhen purchased. You purchased a total of 3 yellow source stones and 3 orange source stones. The total price is 120 million W. After giving you a 30% discount, the total is 84 million blue star coins. Lu Zhen looked at the beautifully packaged origin stone in the box, checked that there was nothing wrong with it, and then directly swiped his card to pay. Fortunately, I was upgraded to a high-quality customer. This order of more than 100 million yuan directly saved more than 30 million yuan. Seeing the payment information, Zhang Yuan said happily. Thank you Mr. Lu for your trust in our company. The goods have been delivered, so I won't disturb you anymore. If you have any questions, you can call me at any time and I will solve it for you as soon as possible. Okay. Lu Zhen nodded, and then took the box filled with origin stones. After sending Zhang Yuan away, Lu Zhen returned to the villa. At this time, Grandma is cooking. Seeing Lu Zhen back, she said happily, Azan, you are back. Seeing his grandma cooking, Lu Zhen asked, didn't Leader Zhang arrange a nanny for us? Why do you still cook by yourself? I don't like having outsiders at home, so I refused. Grandma replied, and then asked. Someone just looked for you, did you see him? I saw them. They were delivery people. They have already left. Lu Zhen replied. Grandma asked curiously, delivery? Did you buy anything online? How much did you spend? Lu Zhen said. Just some gadgets, worthless. Lu Zhen didn't plan to tell her grandmother about buying the origin stone. If grandma knew that these origin stones cost nearly 100 million blue star coins, she would be scared to death. I see that the delivery people are dressed very professionally. What little things can allow them to deliver the goods in person? Grandma asked again. Don't ask, is the food ready? Lu Zhen said, I'm so hungry now. Grandma's nagging problem has not changed at all. If the topic is not stopped, she will definitely keep asking questions. Grandma smiled and said, okay. Today we have a feast of sea fish and meat. Before, our living conditions were relatively difficult and we couldn't eat so well. Now that conditions are better, we can no longer eat as casually as before. I heard that the sea fish meat is not only delicious, but also has high nutritional value. But the price is relatively expensive and the supply is small. I was reluctant to buy it before. But since the last invasion of the marine fish tribe, the supply of marine fish meat has increased. The price is also very cheap. I saw it was good, so I bought more. Lu Zhen took a look and saw that there were more than a dozen dishes on the table, including fried, boiled and steamed. Each dish was related to sea fish. He couldn't help but smile. It seems that the invasion of the sea fish tribe is not all bad. At least the price of sea fish and meat has been brought down. The initial invasion by the sea fish clan resulted in heavy casualties. The entire coastal area is filled with the corpses of the sea fish tribe. It would be a waste to throw these corpses away, and they can be used as food rations for the people of Junhai City. Once the quantity increases, the price of the originally expensive marine fish meat suddenly drops, which is indeed a good thing for the people. Smelling the aroma of the food, Lu Zhen washed his hands directly, picked up the bowl and chopsticks and started eating. Warriors have a larger appetite than ordinary people and require greater energy. The higher the realm, the more they will need. After finishing these dozen dishes, Lu Zhen was only 70% full. Seeing that there were only bare plates on the table, Grandma was surprised and said, "You can eat better now than before." Lu Jen smiled and said, "I am stronger now than before, and my appetite must have increased. I went upstairs to rest. Prepare a midnight snack for me later, I'm not full yet." Lu Jen wiped his mouth and left directly. Looking at his back, Grandma sighed and said with a smile, "It's really edible. But it's okay, it's time to grow taller. There's no need to wait until later, let's start the midnight snack now." Grandma had just finished cooking dinner, and before she could recover, she started preparing supper again. Lu Jen's appetite is not ordinary. Grandma used to have no shortage of money, but since Lu Jen came, part of her money was given to Lu Jen for training, and part of it was spent on food. This resulted in being hospitalized and unable to pay for the surgery. But now that the conditions are better, I don't have to worry about money anymore. Lu Jen returned to the room. He took out the box containing the source stone. Arrange the origin stones inside neatly one by one. Looking at these origin stones, he was looking forward to it. 3 yellow-grade origin stones. 3 pieces of orange source stones. I don't know how much it can improve my level. Lu Jen held the origin stones in his hands, and a voice suddenly sounded in his mind. Do you want to refine 3 yellow source stones? Do you want to refine 3 orange source stones? Yes. Lu Jen answered directly without hesitation. The source stone is being refined. Lu Jen slowly closed his eyes, feeling a burning heat coming from his body. His body was red, and hot air was constantly coming out, making him very uncomfortable. Huh. Lu Jen let out a heavy breath. The whole process took almost an hour before these source stones were completely absorbed. When Lu Jen saw the information on his panel, he couldn't help but feel a little excited. Fate level. Level 11.3, Ordinary Martial Realm. Speed. 42.6 meters per second. Strength. 8,993 kilograms. Spirit. 35.1. Martial skills. Fist proficiency 5th level 3%, straight punch 5th level 3%, Kyo fist 5th level 3%, phantom step 5th level 3%. Fountain of talent. 100%. When the spring water reaches 100%, the talent will be upgraded to level B. Spring of spiritual power. 67%, can consume spring water to irrigate oneself and improve physical attributes. It's actually improved so much. Lu Jen was very excited. This refining allowed him to directly upgrade to level 11.3 of the mortal martial realm. The level of martial arts has directly exceeded the 5th level. Speed, strength, and spirit are also greatly improved. Especially the strength, which changed from 1,894 kilograms before to 8,993 kilograms. Directly increased the punching power by nearly 5 times. Lu Jen clenched his fists, feeling full of strength all over his body. My current self can definitely beat my 100-year-old self. At this time, another voice came to Lu Jen's mind. The Fountain of Talent has reached 100%. Whether to upgrade to B-level talent. B-level talent, practice efficiency will be greatly improved. Can I upgrade my talents again? Direct promotion. The words fell. Lu Jen's body suddenly trembled violently. The bones of the body were rattling, and the face became extremely ferocious. But Lu Jen didn't feel any discomfort at the moment, but felt very comfortable. He felt like he was getting stronger again. Fate level. Level 13.1, Ordinary Martial Realm. Speed. 54.4 meters per second. Strength. 18,112 kilograms. Spirit. 40.3. Martial skills. Fist mastery, 5th level 12%, straight punch, 5th level 12%, Kyo fist, 5th level 12%, phantom step, 5th level 12%. Fountain of talent. 0%. When the spring water reaches 100%, the talent will be upgraded to level A. Spring of spiritual power. 88%, can consume spring water to irrigate oneself and improve physical attributes. Cool. It's improved so much again. Looking at his own panel, Lu Jen was very excited. Whether it is life level, speed, strength, spirit, or martial arts. Every talent upgrade can bring him huge improvements, and this time is no exception. Really. It's still nice to take drugs. Normal cultivation can't improve so quickly. More than 3 months ago, his life level was 8.0. After practicing for 3 months, I improved by 0.3 levels. But now, he is already at the 13.1 level mortal martial realm. How long has it been since then? I have been directly promoted to about 5 levels. Even the top genius in the entire civilization cannot improve so quickly. Congratulations on your promotion to B-level talent. Get a promotion reward. Do you want to open it? Open. Lu Jian said expectantly. What I got before was the Kaio Fist. He has already experienced the power of Kaio Fist. With all his strength, he can even kill foreigners in the mortal martial realm without even entering the advanced level. This is enough to show how powerful the Kaio Fist is. The C-level rewards are so powerful, so the B-level rewards will definitely not be bad either. Ding! Congratulations on getting Turtle Style Qigong. Turtle Style Qigong, Mental Power Martial Arts. When performing it, compress your own power into a single burst. Note: this martial art consumes a lot of mental energy when used, so please use it with caution. It is detected that your martial arts level is on average level 5, and the initial level of Turtle Style Qigong will be fixed at level 5. Turtle Style Qigong. Psychic Martial Arts. Looking at the skills he acquired, Lu Jian was a little surprised. He only knew that there were output type and movement type martial arts. Unexpectedly, there are also spiritual martial arts. This is the first time he knows about it. Turtle Style Qigong. Not bad, not bad. Now I also have a remote output method. Lu Jian was very happy. He uses fists and can only fight hand to hand. Once the distance is too far, or the speed is not as fast as the opponent, it will appear stupid. Now with Turtle Style Qigong, you can deal with more combat situations. With my current ability, it should be easy to get higher scores. Lu Jian activated the virtual bracelet, and the next second, he appeared in the preparation room of the virtual arena. He was already killing people at the platinum level before he even entered the level. Now he has officially entered the mortal martial realm, and his martial arts level has reached the 5th level. Not to mention the platinum rank, even the diamond rank should be able to kill easily. Lu Jian immediately clicked the match button. Personal competition is being matched. Opponent matched successfully. Counter position. Platinum 5, 100 points. After 30 seconds, the battle begins. Lu Jian turned into light and appeared on the battlefield instantly. Not far from her, stood his opponent in this match. From a distance, she saw that her opponent was a woman, very tall and with a good figure. But he was wearing a mask and couldn't see his face clearly. Looking at her message, Lu Jian couldn't help but smile. Platinum 5, 100 points. So this is the promotion match. But it's a pity that your opponent is me. You can't win this round. Other side. The masked woman opposite was clicking on Lu Jian's message. This is a promotion match for her, which is particularly important. She must understand the opponent's true strength as soon as possible. When he saw that Lu Jian was only at the platinum level and his winning rate was only 49%, he was instantly relieved. It's okay, I'm not sanctioned. This one should be able to advance smoothly. The woman was secretly happy. She was very lucky today and the opponents she encountered were not strong. From the beginning, there were several consecutive victories, directly reaching 100 points. She was also worried that he would encounter system sanctions in the promotion competition and would arrange a strong opponent for him. But now it seems that she is a little worried. This game is destined to be a win. If you win one more game, you can get diamonds. How exciting. The woman held the long sword in her hand and couldn't wait to start fighting. 3, 2, 1. The battle begins. Where are the people? The woman stared at Lu Jian and was about to attack when she heard, the battle begins. Unexpectedly, as soon as the countdown ended, the figure on the opposite side disappeared. Where are they? Weren't you still there just now? The woman was stunned for a moment. She was clearly staring at the other person, but she disappeared in an instant. The woman looked around, looking for Lu Jian's figure. At this moment, a voice came from behind him. What are you looking for? The woman was shocked and instantly realized that Lu Jian was behind him. He was about to turn around and attack, but suddenly his eyes went dark and he lost consciousness instantly. When she regained consciousness again, she had appeared in the preparation room. What just happened? The woman's eyes were dull, and she was completely confused. When she saw a big word, defeat, written on her record. Only then did she realize that she had lost the battle just now. What the hell? I didn't see anyone. Why did you lose? The woman was in disbelief. She couldn't figure out how she lost. She only remembered that her opponent's voice came from behind and he appeared in the preparation room the next second. He didn't even see clearly how the other party defeated him. The only explanation for why I lost so quickly is that I was defeated by the opponent. Depend on. Isn't it just platinum level? Isn't it just a 49 win rate? Why so fierce? What kind of perversion is this? The woman couldn't understand. She is in the 4th level of martial arts, and her body skills are also in the 3rd level of high level, and she is about to reach the 4th level. But even so, he was killed instantly by the opponent. Then how strong must the other party be? Kill your opponent instantly with one punch. Easy win. Lu Zhen's figure appeared in the preparation room. Thinking back to the scene just now, Lu Zhen couldn't help laughing. The 5th level of martial arts and the 5th level of movement are so powerful. The speed is so fast that the opponent can't even see how I got behind him. Lu Zhen was very surprised. He knew he was going very fast now, but he didn't expect it to be so fast. With the blessing of the 5th stage movement technique, his speed was more than twice as fast as that of the 4th stage. Continue. Lu Zhen was so excited that he started matching again. Soon, the opponent was successfully matched. And the result is the same, instant kill. A battle doesn't even take 3 seconds. Then, he started matching again. Dozens of games in a row were over in a few seconds. He also successfully rose from platinum to diamond. Diamond rank should allow me to exert a little more force. After getting the diamond, Lu Zhen did not stop and continued to match. Diamond level opponents are indeed slightly more powerful than platinum level opponents. But it's only a little bit more powerful. In front of Lu Zhen, he was also killed with one punch. The survival time does not exceed 10 seconds. Lu Zhen's 5 levels of martial arts and 5 levels of movement are also invincible at the diamond level. In one breath, I reached diamond 5100 points directly from diamond 1. As long as I win one more game, I can rise to the meteor rank. Lu Zhen pressed the match button. At the same time, Kangyu University. Blue Star is second only to Lingxiao University's Martial Arts University. Mo Qingqiu also pressed the match button. She is 17 years old and has an S-level talent. His martial arts skills have reached the 5th level, and his body skills have reached the middle level of the 4th level. Now it is 100 points for the 5th rank of Meteor Star. If you win one more game, you can be promoted to Eclipse Moon. At her age, there is no one else in the entire Kangyu University who can reach this level. Mo Qingqiu is also recognized as the #1 genius at Kangyu University. Qingqiu, have you started matching? A dialogue popped up in Mo Qingqiu's chat window. The person who sent the message was her mentor, who is also a famous martial arts professor at Kangyu University. At the same time, he is also one of the few nuclear weapons experts in Blue Star. It's begun. Mo Qingqiu replied. The instructor said, very good, I will watch the battle outside. Now you have understood the true meaning of red flame sword technique. I can't teach you anything theoretically. We can only seek breakthroughs in actual combat. With your current level, there is almost no opponent at the level of meteorite. Even if you are in the next eclipse rank, no one will be your opponent. Your goal is to fall into the sun rank. Blue Star's #1 genius, Dandy Lewis, and our country's #1 genius, Wan Nanzhong, are both in the falling sun rank. Only at that level can you truly hone your swordsmanship and take your red flame swordsmanship to the next level. Your talent is no worse than Dandy Lewis or Wan Nanzhong. You are just 1 year younger than them and have less time to practice. But it doesn't matter, as long as your red flame sword technique can break through again. Even if their realm is higher than yours, they are still no match for you. What you lack now is actual combat training. Mo Qingqiu nodded to express his understanding. She quietly waited for the match, and not long after, her opponent was matched. Opponent matched successfully. Opponent position, Diamond 5, 100 points. After 30 seconds, the battle begins. Seeing her opponent, Mo Qingqiu was slightly startled. Why is it the diamond rank? Not only her, but also her mentor was stunned for a moment. Can we still encounter low-level opponents in the meteorite rank? This matching mechanism is really bullshit. Generally speaking, only warriors below the diamond level can match cross-realm opponents. After reaching the meteorite rank, the martial arts level of the warriors is very high, and it is almost rare to encounter such things as crossing ranks. Although Mo Qingqiu is in the 5th rank of falling star, she has already had the strength to fall into the sun. It can be understood if it matches the eclipse rank upwards. But why is it still going down to diamond level? It doesn't matter. Diamonds are diamonds. Just treat them as points. Resolve it as soon as possible before starting the next one. The instructor said. Mo Qingqiu nodded. Understood. I'll do it quickly. On the battlefield. When Lu Zhen saw the other party's message, he couldn't help but smile. Sure enough, a cross-border opponent was arranged for me. The system's sanctions have really never stopped. Lu Zhen has been winning continuously. If he wins too much, the system will automatically sanction him and assign him many powerful opponents. This is already the opponent of unknown meteorite rank that he has encountered. This time it was even more extreme, directly assigning him an opponent with 100 points from meteorite 5. There is a complete difference between the two. I am in the promotion match, and the opponent is also in the promotion match. Now it's interesting. Lu Zhen was gearing up, waiting for the battle to begin. 3, 2, 1. The countdown ends and the battle begins. Before Lu Zhen could move, the opponent rushed towards him first. Mo Qingqiu was holding a long sword with a fierce momentum. Red flames burned the sky. She waved the long sword in her hand, and the sword ignited with blazing flames. With a slash of the sword energy turned into a giant flame dragon and swept towards Lu Zhen. This is 5th stage intermediate level. It's interesting. A playful smile appeared on Lu Zhen's face. This time the opponent seemed to be stronger than him. He was only at the beginning of the 5th stage, but the other party had actually reached the intermediate stage of the 5th stage. This was the first time he encountered a 5th stage intermediate opponent. Bang! The fire dragon attacked Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen's body was like lightning and he easily dodged it. Then he burst out with all his speed and rushed towards the opponent. So fast. This is 5 stages of movement. Mo Qingqiu was shocked and quickly turned from offense to defense. The flame dragon instantly turned into a circular barrier to wrap itself up. Lu Zhen punched the flame barrier with a bang sound. Deafening. Mo Qingqiu was also pushed back dozens of meters by the punch. 5 levels of martial arts. Her eyes widened in disbelief. The opponent actually has 5th level body skills and 5th level martial arts. How is this possible? Isn't he just at the diamond level? Can diamond rank have such a high 5th level? Mo Qingqiu was shocked and watched her mentor. He was also shocked at this moment. How is this possible? 5 levels of martial arts, 5 levels of body skills. The instructor's eyes widened. If it was just double 4 Dan, he wouldn't care. But this is double 5th stage. You must know that a warrior's time and energy are limited. Cultivating martial arts to the 5th level already consumes a lot of time and energy. There is no extra time to practice body skills. Not to mention that while reaching the 5th level of martial arts, you can also practice your body skills to the 5th level. Even the top geniuses can't do this. I'm fooled. Are there really such outrageous geniuses in this world? 5 levels of martial arts. 5 levels of body skills. How did he do it? Another shrinking turtle. Can't you just be tough and tough? Lu Zhen punched the opponent's flame shield. Makes a bang, bang, bang sound. But the protective shield was very strong. Lu Zhen punched dozens of times, and the protective shield was not damaged at all. In the protective cover. At this moment, Mo Qingqiu frowned and felt troubled. Although her martial arts level is higher than that of her opponent, her body skills are far behind. The opponent has 5 levels of body skills, but she only has 4 levels. Although the difference is only a short distance, the difference in speed can be described as worldwide. If the speed difference is too big, even if the martial arts is stronger than the opponent, you can't win if you can't hit the opponent. Fortunately, my red flame sword technique is both offensive and defensive. Otherwise, we really can't withstand his attack. If you want to defeat him, you can only find an opportunity to kill him with one blow. Mo Qingqiu's eyes were sharp, he was focused on defense, and constantly looking for the opponent's flaws. Once the opponent reveals a flaw, it's time for her to fight back. When the instructors in the viewing room saw this scene, they couldn't help but look forward to it. Chingcho, your martial arts skills are stronger than the opponent's, but the opponent's speed is faster than yours. This is also a kind of training. How do you win against this kind of opponent? After several unsuccessful attacks, Lu Jian suddenly withdrew more than 10 meters away. He looked at his opponent hiding in the protective shield not far away and thought in his mind. That flame shield is really hard. After so many punches, nothing happened. As expected of a master with 100 points from Meteor Star 5, he still has some strength. She has been so defensive. It's really difficult to break through. Lu Jian thought for a while, and the corners of his mouth suddenly turned up slightly, as if he had thought of something. I didn't know Kaio Fist plus Turtle-style Qigong. Can you break his protective shield? Just in time to try the power of Turtle-style Qigong. Lu Jian's body glowed red, and his palms gathered at his waist. A ball of light is constantly condensing between his palms. The ball of light was like the scorching sun, emitting dazzling light and illuminating the entire battlefield. What move is this? Seeing this scene, Mo Qingqiu and his mentor were stunned for a moment and looked at Lu Jian with strange expressions. Drink. Lu Jian pushed forward with both palms and exploded instantly. With the blessing of the Kaio Fist, the Turtle School Qigong shot towards the protective shield like a meteor. The dazzling ray destroyed the sky and destroyed the earth, turning everything it passed into dust. What? Mo Qingqiu was shocked and frightened by the power of this move. She immediately unleashed all the power of the red flame swordsmanship to defend herself. There was only a bang sound, like glass breaking. The turtle-style Qigong broke through the flame protective shield and shot directly through Mo Qingqiu's body. How is this possible? Mo Qingqiu looked shocked and looked at the big hole in his body in disbelief. The next second, her body slowly disappeared. The battle is over. Congratulations on your victory. Your rank has been raised to Meteorite 1. Your ranking has been updated. Hearing the system prompt, Lu Jian rubbed his head. Finally 1. The power of turtle-style Qigong is really quite big. But it does consume a lot of mental energy. Let's go here first. We have earned enough points today. After the performance, Lu Jian felt dizzy and his mental state suddenly deteriorated. After the battle, his body returned to the preparation room. The ranking has been updated. Let me see where you rank now. Lu Jian opened the ranking list. Global ranking, 232. Daxia ranking, 47. City ranking, 1. Seeing the specific ranking, Lu Jian smiled. Top 50 in Daxia, number 1 city. From Platinum to Meteorite, the ranking improvement is quite significant. Hey, there seems to be a reward. Why didn't you do that before? Suddenly he found something similar to a treasure chest next to the ranking. He remembered that it didn't seem to be there before. Lu Jian clicked on it out of curiosity. Ding! Congratulations on reaching the Meteorite rank. Blue Star Martial Alliance stipulates that warriors who advance to the Meteorite rank will be rewarded with 5 million Blue Star coins. Please select your payment method. There's still money to be taken. Lu Jian was delighted. He didn't expect that there would be rewards for upgrading his rank. Warriors do have many benefits. As long as you are strong enough, you don't have to work hard to make money, the money will come to you. Lu Jian smiled as he filled in the payment method. With his current net worth, 5 million is nothing. But even a mosquito leg is meat, there is no reason to refuse it if it is free. Besides, this is what I deserve. It is not easy to reach the Meteorite level. I reached this level after playing more than 500 games without losing a single one. Other warriors are not as strong as me. If they want to reach the Meteorite level, they will have to fight more battles. With this calculation, these 5 million Blue Star coins are not really that much. At least those who can reach the Meteorite level will not be short of a few million. After getting the money, Lu Jian did not continue to gain points, but directly quit the virtual arena. After coming out, he instantly smelled the fragrance of food. I could hear my grandmother calling from downstairs. Ah Jian, the midnight snack is ready. You can come down and eat now. Okay. Seeing more than a dozen dishes on the dining table, Lu Jian happily trotted down from upstairs, picked up the bowl and chopsticks and started eating. Kangyu University. Mo Qingqiu withdrew directly after losing the promotion match. Sorry, master, I lost. Mo Qingqiu said with a frustrated look on his face. The instructor patted her on the shoulder and comforted her. It's okay, you have tried your best. I can't blame you if I lose. Who knew there would be such an outrageous guy in the diamond rank? Master, do you recognize that guy's last move? Mo Qingqiu frowned and asked, why is it so powerful? At this moment, her heart was full of doubts, as it was the first time she had seen such a powerful move. The instructor frowned and said, if I'm not mistaken, it should be a spiritual martial art. Spiritual martial arts. Mo Qingqiu was shocked. Isn't that a skill that only extreme warriors can master? Could that guy be the extreme warrior mirror? Spiritual martial arts require the warrior to have extremely strong mental power to perform. The mental power of warriors at or below the martial realm is not very strong, making it difficult for them to comprehend and display it. Only when one reaches the ultimate martial realm and has sufficient mental strength can one master spiritual martial arts. The instructor shook his head and said, it shouldn't be the extreme martial mirror, but something he comprehended on his own. But that's not even the most outrageous thing. The most outrageous thing is that his spiritual martial arts technique is also at the 5th stage level. What? 5 sections? Mo Qingqiu was shocked. The 5 levels of martial arts and the 5 levels of body movements are fine. How come even the mental strength is at level 5? How is this possible? Mo Qingqiu said in disbelief. The 5th level of spiritual power, even Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong can't reach it now. How can I be stronger than them? The instructor frowned and said, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I would have found it hard to believe. 5 levels of martial arts, 5 levels of body movements, and 5 levels of spirit. How can there be such an outrageous guy? Mo Qingqiu frowned and said, Daxia has never heard of such a person. He's not very old, probably about the same age as me. Where on earth did such an outrageous guy come from? What did you just say? The instructor was suddenly shocked, as if he had heard some incredible information. Mo Qingqiu was startled and replied with a strange look on his face, I was wondering where this outrageous guy came from. It's not this one, it's the previous one. The instructor said with eyes wide open. The previous sentence. Mo Qingqiu thought for a moment and replied, I said he is not very old, about the same age as me. One more sentence, said the instructor. Mo Qingqiu said, I've never heard of such a person in Daxia. How do you know for sure that he is from Daxia? The instructor asked seriously. Mo Qingqiu felt strange, but still nodded and replied, I heard him speak, with an authentic Huxia accent. What did he say? The tutor was very excited. Mo Qingqiu said, he said I was a coward and didn't dare to confront him head on. It's actually from Daxia. Great. The instructor's breathing was a little rapid and his expression was very excited. Mo Qingqiu asked curiously, Master, what's wrong with that guy? The instructor said excitedly, that guy was at the diamond level when he met you. Do you know what that means? Mo Qingqiu asked in confusion, what does it mean? The instructor said, it means he just came up from a low rank. Also, his martial arts and body movements are all at the 5th level, so it is very likely that he has just broken through. If it's true as you said, he's about your age in Huxia, there's no way he hasn't heard of it. The only explanation is that he has only recently come to prominence. Mo Qingqiu looked confused and still didn't quite understand. Is there any problem with this? The instructor said excitedly, this means that the guy may not be from Lingxiao University. When they recruited Wan Nanzhong, they promoted it so vigorously that even other planets of the 7-star civilization knew about it. If that guy was from Lingxiao University, they would have publicized it a long time ago. It will definitely not be as peaceful as it is now. The only explanation is that the guy is not theirs. If it's not, then it's not. What does this have to do with us? Mo Qingqiu scratched his head, still not understanding. The instructor laughed helplessly and said, silly girl. As long as he is not from Lingxiao University, we at Kangyu University will have a chance to recruit him. Hearing this, Mo Qingqiu understood instantly. You want to recruit him to our Kangyu University. The instructor nodded and said, Lingxiao University has a genius like Wan Nanzhong. Our Kangyu University has been suppressed over the years. Every year they make fun of me and I can't stand it anymore. Now there is a genius who is comparable to Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong. We absolutely cannot let it go. Even if he is from another university, we must recruit him at all costs and never give him to Lingxiao University. They already have one Nanjong. If there is one more, I don't know how arrogant they will be. Besides, with such a great talent, it would be a shame if he didn't come to our Kangyu University. No, we can't wait any longer. If those guys at Lingxiao University discovered such a great talent, they would definitely try to poach him away. I have to act now. Mo Qingqiu said, but we don't even know his name. The instructor smiled and said, this is not difficult for me. I have some friends in the Wumeng. It's very easy to find his information. In a luxurious villa in Junhai City. Zhang Qibing leaned on the sofa. Below there was a graceful woman washing his feet. There was a young woman massaging him behind him, and two women feeding him on the left and right sides. Those women are all his wives. Zhang Qibing has 4 wives, each of whom is young and beautiful. The 7-star civilization stipulates that ordinary people can marry 1 wife. You can marry 3 people in the mortal martial realm. You can marry 10 people in the extreme martial arts realm. In the nuclear weapons realm and above, you can marry as many as you want, as long as you still have the desire. Husband, eat some fruit. The woman on the left handed a piece of freshly cut fruit to Zhang Qibing's mouth, and Zhang Qibing ate it in 1 bite. Just after finishing eating, the woman on the right handed over another piece of fruit and said, husband, eat mine too. Zhang Qibing also ate the piece of fruit. The woman behind her smiled softly and said, hubby, how was the strength of my massage? Zhang Qibing nodded. Not bad. The woman below pressed her feet and said with a smile, honey, how is the water temperature? Do you want to heat it up? Zhang Qibing said, no, that's fine. As a strong man in the extreme martial arts realm, Zhang Qibing could marry 10 wives, but he only married 4. He was a little overwhelmed with just these 4. In order to prevent them from staged palace fights, I have to enjoy their service every day after get off work, with the main goal being to get even rain and dew. Ding ding ding. Just when he closed his eyes and enjoyed it, his cell phone suddenly rang. Zhang Qibing took the phone and casually pressed the button to answer the call without even looking at who was calling. Say, he said casually. And when he heard the voice coming from the phone, he stood up suddenly. It shocked the wives beside him. Hello, Leader Shan. Is there anything you want to order me? Zhang Qibing was a little flattered. He didn't expect Leader Shan to call him so late. This looks like something big is going on. Shan Zhujing's voice came from the phone. You immediately block all information about Lu Zhen. 7-star information network, Blue Star information network, virtual arena, all information is blocked. Process according to level 3 encryption. Block the information. Zhang Qibing was stunned for a moment. It's so good, why should he block the information? He couldn't help but asked curiously, did something happen? Shan Zhujing said, Lu Zhen has broken through the mortal martial arts realm, and his martial arts, body, technique and spirit have reached the 5th stage. It's too much of a rumor to reach this level at his current age. The aliens will be suspicious. What? Have you broken through the 5th stage? Zhang Qibing was shocked. Wasn't he still in the 4th Dan level some time ago? Why did it reach 5th paragraph so quickly? How long has it been? Zhang Qibing instantly realized the seriousness of the matter. Previously, in order to prevent foreigners from targeting Lu Zhen, he simply modified his winning rate in the virtual arena. But now, just modifying the winning rate is no longer enough. Even if his winning rate is 0, as long as he is at the 5th Dan level, he will still be easily doubted. The best way is to block all his information so that no one can view it. Shan Zhujing continued, Lu Zhen is now at the 5th Dan level. As long as he takes action, people will definitely see it. It is impossible to completely block this news. What we can do is reduce the spread as much as possible. The less people know about it, the better. The alien race wants to assassinate the genius in our Blue Star territory. Unless they are 100% sure that the genius will pose a threat to them in the future, they will not take action easily. Even if the aliens are suspicious, as long as they can't find specific information about Lu Zhen, they won't dare to act rashly. What we have to do now is to give Lu Zhen more time to grow. As long as he grows up to the level of Dandy Lewis or Wan Nanzhong and has the ability to protect himself, he won't be afraid of being assassinated by aliens. No one should spread this matter except you. Don't tell Lu Zhen either, so as not to put pressure on him and affect his cultivation. If anyone asks, just say the system is faulty and the top management is fixing it. I understand. Zhang Qibing immediately replied, I'll do it right away. After hanging up the phone, Zhang Qibing immediately put on his coat and looked like he was about to go out. Several wives curiously asked, Husband, why are you going out so late? Zhang Qibing replied, It's a little urgent, so I'm going to work overtime. You guys should rest first, I may not be back until very late. Several wives were a little unhappy and said, Working overtime again. Our ovulation days finally came together. Wasting such a good opportunity again. How long have we been married? Do you still want to have children? Zhang Qibing said awkwardly. This time is different, there is something big this time. Next time. I will definitely let you get pregnant next time. In the eyes of several wives complaining, Zhang Qibing got into a car and drove towards the Wumeng headquarters. The time when Lu Zhen reached the 5th Dan level was so sudden that no one expected it. It even alarmed leader Shan. At this moment, Zhang Qibing was not only shocked, but also very excited. Leader Shan's words reveal a message. That is, Lu Zhen's current talent is already comparable to Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong. Otherwise, Leader Shan would not be so anxious to block the news. The only explanation is that Lu Zhen's talent has reached the level of Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong. Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong are geniuses among Blue Star geniuses. Blue Star's senior leaders are cultivating them as future leadership candidates. And Lu Zhen has the same talent as them, so it is impossible not to be taken seriously. It didn't take long for Zhang Qibing to arrive at the Wumeng headquarters. He immediately checked Lu Zhen's information on the virtual arena. This site shocked me. Good guy. I went from platinum to meteorite in one night. How old is he? Martial arts, body skills, and mental strength are all in the 5th level. Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong don't seem to be able to do this at his age. This kid Lu Zhen is really a monster. If foreigners see it, don't be afraid to see it. Zhang Qibing immediately used the power of his alliance leader to encrypt and block all Lu Zhen's information. And it's level 3 encryption. This level of encryption cannot be viewed by anyone except some senior executives. Even Zhang Qibing himself cannot view his permissions after encryption. It can be said that Lu Zhen's information has become Daxia's top secret document. Longteng High School. Xia Fengyu walked out of the training room. Longteng immediately approached him. A breakthrough. Xia Fengyu nodded. A breakthrough. I am now in the mortal martial realm. Martial skills have also reached the 4th level of high level. The body technique has also reached the 3rd level of high level. My rank in the virtual arena has also been successfully promoted from platinum to diamond. Okay. Long Teng happily patted Xia Fengyu's shoulder. It's good to have a breakthrough. It's not in vain that you have been in seclusion for so long. Now there should be no problem winning the high school martial arts meet. Xia Fengyu smiled proudly and asked, how is that kid Lu Zhen doing now? Long Teng smiled and said, are you talking about him? I haven't heard from him since the commendation ceremony. I don't know what he is doing now. But what is certain is that he is definitely not your opponent. He was only level 9.2 before, and his martial arts skills were at the 4th level of elementary level. Because of the alien invasion incident, I was hospitalized for so long, so I definitely didn't have time to practice. No matter how talented he is, he will definitely not be able to catch up in such a short time. Besides, you have already broken through to the mortal martial realm, so he is even less likely to be your opponent. Xia Fengyu smiled with satisfaction. Then I'll be relieved. Lu Zhen's deeds spread a lot in Junhai City. Naturally, Xia Fengyu also heard about it. When he heard that Lu Zhen defeated 10 mortal martial realm sea fish tribe, he was shocked. After going to investigate, I found out that it turned out to be not the mortal martial realm sea fish clan, but the ordinary sea fish clan, which was just about to break through the mortal martial realm. But it's shocking enough. Because of this incident, Xia Fengyu felt a strong sense of crisis in his heart. So, he turned on the retreat mode. Apart from eating and sleeping, every day is spent practicing. This allowed him to quickly break through the mortal martial realm in a short period of time. He has already broken through the mortal martial realm at the age of 17, which is rare in the whole of Daxia. Long Teng smiled and said, when you reach the diamond rank, your ranking should have changed, right? I haven't had time to see it yet. Sha Fengyu smiled and then opened the ranking list. And when he saw the ranking on the ranking list, he was shocked. How is this possible? Sha Fengyu's eyes widened with an incredible expression on his face. Long Teng asked curiously, what happened to the ranking? Sha Fengyu said, see for yourself. Long Teng glanced at the ranking list curiously. When he saw the ranking on the city list, he was shocked. City list. Junhai City. First place, Lu Zhen. Second place, Tu Lily. Third place, Sha Fengyu. How is this possible? How could Lu Zhen be promoted to first place all at once? Didn't he still rank ninth before? The two of them stared in disbelief. Quickly, check his information. What rank is he now? Long Teng said quickly. Sha Fengyu didn't hesitate and clicked on Lu Zhen's message. The next second, a blank interface popped up. System abnormality, temporarily unable to view. Abnormal. Is it a system bug? Sha Fengyu frowned. Long Teng said, it is possible. It's not like it's never happened before. Once a bug occurs, the ranking will be chaotic. It should be the same this time. This ranking is probably not true. Tu Lily was promoted to Diamond level 5 some time ago. And Lu Zhen was still Platinum before. If he wants to surpass Tu Lily in such a short period of time, he must be in the Meteorite rank. But this is even more unlikely. This must be a bug. When the bug is fixed, Lu Zhen's ranking should return to 9th place. Hearing this, Sha Fengyu breathed a sigh of relief. Scared me to death. I thought he really came first. Since it's a bug, it's okay. In Daxia, if martial artists want to enter a martial arts university, they have to take the martial arts college entrance examination. There is another way. It is to participate in the assessment of the martial arts trial camp. During the assessment period, admissions teachers from various top martial arts universities in Daxia will come to watch the competition. They will select warriors who have performed well in the trial camp and send them letters of recommendation. No need to take the college entrance examination, go directly to university. In addition to taking the martial arts college entrance examination, this is an opportunity to get recommended to a prestigious school. Only those who win the championship in the high school martial arts competition are eligible to participate in the martial arts trial camp. So, in order to be able to participate in the martial arts trial camp, I was recommended. Winning the high school martial arts tournament championship is the first step. This day, the day for the high school martial arts meet in Junhai City has finally arrived. Budokai takes the form of virtual battles. You can only watch the game by entering the virtual arena. No, before the game even started, there were already hundreds of thousands of spectators waiting in the viewing area. Wang Desheng sat in the spectator seats with great anticipation, waiting for the game to start. Lu Bo was also following him. This day has finally come. Wang Desheng said with emotion. Lu Bo was extremely excited. Whether our Shuijing High School can defeat Longtang High School and win the championship in one fell swoop depends on today. This is our most promising year yet. Wang Desheng nodded slightly. With Lu Zhen joining us, this year is indeed the most promising year. I have been a principal for many years and I have never seen such talented students. This year, Shuijing High School will definitely win the championship. The conversation changed and Wang Desheng asked with concern, how are Lu Zhen and his team's preparations for the team battle going? There shouldn't be any problems with team battles, right? Lu Bo replied confidently. Everything is ready. Lu Zhen's martial arts and body skills have reached the 4th level of high level. Not to mention these high school students, even when facing martial arts college students, they kill them at will. Winning first place is a piece of cake for him. After hearing this, Wang Desheng nodded with satisfaction, then I'll be relieved. Although only the champions of individual battles are eligible to participate in the martial arts trial camp. But team battles are also part of the game, and it's best to win. At this moment, a familiar figure came towards them. Old Zhang. Leader Zhang. The two of them greeted the visitor in unison. Zhang Qibing smiled and said, you guys are so early. Wang Desheng smiled and said, can you come earlier for such an important day? On the contrary, it's you. You, the alliance leader, are so busy every day. How can you have time to watch the battle? Jiang Qibing smiled and said, the high school martial arts meeting is organized by our martial arts league. As the leader of the alliance, I'm here to inspect the work. Isn't it strange? Wang Desheng smiled and said, it's not surprising, you are the leader of the alliance, you can do whatever you want. No one can do anything to you. Jiang Qibing smiled and didn't reply. As the leader of the alliance, there is actually no need for him to come and watch the battle in person. But one of the contestants this time was Lu Zhen, so he had to come. Nowadays, Lu Zhen is already a warrior in the mortal martial realm, and his martial arts, physical skills and spirit have reached the 5th level. Once he shows his strength, it will definitely cause a sensation, and maybe something big will happen. For safety reasons, he had to take charge personally. At this time, 2 figures walked towards them. Lao Wang, Lao Zhang, you are here too. Chu Daji walked towards them with a smile on his face. Next to him was a thin, ordinary-looking middle-aged man with his hands in his pockets. Lao Chu. Why are you here too? Wang Desheng couldn't help but smile when he saw him. Who is this? He pointed at the thin middle-aged man and asked doubtfully. Chu Daji smiled and said, this is the martial arts master I invited. Luo Cheng. You should have heard of his name. When they heard this name, Wang Desheng, Jiang Qibing and Lu Bo were shocked. Is he Luo Cheng? That Luo Cheng who defended the city alone in the battlefield of foreign races and intimidated the foreign races with his fists so that they dared not act rashly. The thin middle-aged man said calmly, it is me. Wang Desheng and the other 2 were surprised to get my reply. Especially Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing. They served in the military when they were young. Once, aliens suddenly invaded a city in a second-level alien world occupied by the 7-star civilization. The incident happened suddenly and the alien attack was swift. The top leaders all thought that the city could not be defended. Unexpectedly, Luo Cheng stood up in the critical moment. With the power at the peak of the extreme martial realm, he alone killed countless aliens and forced them to give up the invasion. The city was also saved because of him. Luo Cheng also became famous and a hero because of that battle. His name was particularly famous in the army at that time. Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing were still new recruits at the time, and they admired Luo Cheng very much. But I never heard any news about him again. I thought he was promoted to another place, but I didn't expect to meet him here. Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing were very excited when they saw the objects of their former admiration. Hello, Senior Luo. Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing walked forward with respect on their faces, wanting to shake hands with Luo Cheng as a sign of respect. However, Luo Cheng's right hand remained in his trouser pocket, with no intention of taking it out. The 2 men immediately looked embarrassed, secretly wondering if the other party looked down on them and was unwilling to shake hands with them. At this moment, Luo Cheng smiled, stretched out his left hand, and said, hello. Seeing this scene, Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing suddenly realized. It turned out that Luo Cheng's right hand was gone, only his left hand was left. They quickly changed hands and shook hands with Luo Cheng enthusiastically. Sorry, Senior Luo, we didn't notice your hand just now, the 2 said apologetically. Luo Cheng smiled cheerfully. It's okay, it's all over. Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing scratched their heads in embarrassment. In order to ease the atmosphere, they immediately changed the topic and looked at Chu Daji. Old Chu, why didn't you tell me in advance that you wanted to invite Senior Luo to such a big event? We were not prepared at all. Isn't this embarrassing for us? Wang Desheng said half-jokingly. Luo Cheng waved his hand and smiled. Don't blame Boss Chu, it was me who suggested coming here in person. Selecting disciples is something that can only be done personally. You can't be careless. When Wang Desheng and Jiang Qibing heard the words, select disciples, they were stunned for a moment, their faces full of confusion. Seeing this, Chu Daji quickly explained, I invited Master Luo to open a martial arts school in our Junhai city. As a newly opened martial arts school, in addition to having outstanding masters, we also need outstanding disciples. Master Luo's strength is naturally beyond reproach, but the requirements for his disciples in this regard are relatively high. So, Master Luo wanted to personally select some satisfactory disciples. He heard that today was the high school martial arts competition, so he came here specially. Hearing this, Wang Desheng and Zhang Qibing looked at each other and nodded. Wang Desheng pulled Chu Daji aside and asked in a low voice. You must have spent a lot of time and money to invite Senior Luo here, right? Chu Daji smiled slightly and shook his head. It is true that a lot of money was spent. But what's more important are the things that can't be measured in money. It's hard to describe the twists and turns in this matter in just a few words. Wang Desheng nodded to show his understanding, and then asked, Then did you recommend Lu Zhen to Senior Luo? Chu Daji sighed helplessly. Of course I recommended him. The first person I thought of was Lu Zhen. I told Master Luo that Lu Zhen has mastered 4 stages of martial arts and 4 stages of body movements. But Master Luo doesn't seem to believe it. He felt it was too difficult to reach this level of martial arts at the age of 15. So I decided to come and see for myself. It is understandable that Senior Luo has doubts. Wang Desheng responded with a smile, his eyes revealing his deep trust in Lu Zhen. If I hadn't witnessed Lu Zhen's growth with my own eyes, I probably wouldn't have believed that he could master 4 levels of martial arts and 4 levels of body movements. He shook his head slightly and continued, but this is normal. After all, it's hard to believe if you don't see it with your own eyes. But today is a good opportunity for Senior Luo to see with his own eyes how strong Lu Zhen is. Wang Desheng's eyes sparkled with anticipation. Senior Luo is a master at the pinnacle of the extreme martial realm. His strength and vision are unmatched by us. If Lu Zhen is lucky enough to become his disciple, it will undoubtedly be a great thing for him. Not only will this help him improve his martial arts skills faster, it will also help him avoid many detours on his future martial arts journey. After saying that, Wang Desheng and Chu Daji returned to the team, their hearts full of expectations and confidence in Lu Zhen. Wang Desheng said with a smile on his face, Senior Luo, I am Wang Desheng, the principal of Shuijing High School. Luo Cheng responded calmly, Boss Chu has already mentioned you to me. The warrior named Lu something he introduced to me as your student. However, I must explain in advance that my standards for accepting disciples have always been strict. I will not decide whether to accept someone unless I have seen him with my own eyes. Wang Desheng waved his hands quickly, still smiling. It's okay, it's okay. The matter of accepting a disciple as a teacher is indeed not something that can be taken lightly. Being strict is a responsible behavior for both parties. Afterwards, several people gathered together, chatting while waiting for the competition to officially begin. At this moment, a sharp and familiar voice suddenly cut through the air. Isn't this Principal Wang? Long time no see. Long Teng, the principal of Longteng High School, walked over with Sha Fengyu with a confident look on his face. Seeing Long Teng, Wang Desheng sneered, Didn't we just meet a while ago? Principal Long Teng, your memory is really worrying. Long Teng laughed and pretended to be enlightened. Oh, yes, look at my memory, I'm really embarrassed. By the way, how is Shuijing High School preparing for this year? Are you planning to continue to take 3rd place, or aim for 2nd place? Wang Desheng's eyes were firm, and his tone revealed an unquestionable dominance. First. Long Teng smiled even more, but with a hint of provocation. First. Principal Wang, you are really arrogant. However, I'm afraid I'll disappoint you. With Sha Fengyu here, I'm afraid you won't be able to win the championship this year. At this moment, Long Teng's eyes fell on the middle-aged man next to Wang Desheng. He felt that he looked familiar and a hint of curiosity surged in his heart. This gentleman looks familiar. What should I address him? Long Teng asked politely. Before the other party could speak, Chu Daji on the side had already introduced. This is the master of our new martial arts hall, Luo Cheng. Luo Cheng. Upon hearing this, Long Teng's eyes suddenly lit up, as if he remembered something shocking from the past. Are you the senior Luo Cheng who is at the peak of the extreme martial realm and can defend an entire city by himself? Long Teng's tone was filled with awe. Luo Cheng nodded slightly, his expression still calm. It's me. I have heard of your great name for a long time. I have heard of your great name for a long time. Long Teng said excitedly. I am the principal of Longteng High School, the best martial arts high school in Junhai City. My name is Longteng. It's a great honor to meet you here. As he spoke, He winked at Sha Fengyu beside him, indicating him to salute. Although Sha Fengyu heard Luo Cheng's name for the first time, he also bowed respectfully when he saw Long Teng was so awed. Hello, Senior Luo, my name is Sha Fengyu. Long Teng spoke again, with a tentative tone in his voice. Senior Luo, I would like to ask you a question. Are you here to watch the high school martial arts tournament this time to find a suitable disciple? There is no reason for a strong man of Luo Cheng's status to come and watch the competition among martial arts high school students. He is currently the master of a new martial arts school, and the only reason he came here is to find a suitable disciple. All the outstanding high school martial artists in Junhai City will participate in the High School Martial Arts Conference, which is a good time to select disciples. Luo Chengtan replied calmly, that's true. Since I have already promised Boss Chu that I will become the master of his new martial arts school, then it is my job to select some suitable disciples. Hearing this, Long Teng showed a happy expression on his face. He pulled Sha Fengyu beside him and introduced him to Luo Cheng expectantly. Then what do you think of me as a student? He is 17 years old this year and has already successfully entered the ranks and reached the mortal martial realm. My martial arts level has also reached the 4th level. Do you think he meets the criteria to become your disciple? Luo Cheng looked at Sha Fengyu carefully and nodded slightly. Judging from the appearance, his body shape and bones are quite good. However, recruiting disciples is no small matter. I still need to personally witness his performance before I can determine whether he meets the conditions for becoming my disciple. Luo Cheng's words revealed his rigorous attitude towards accepting disciples. In Luo Cheng's heart, accepting a disciple is an extremely serious matter. He will not make decisions easily based on other people's words, but insists on observing with his own eyes and feeling with his heart. Even if others exaggerate about a person's talent, as long as he himself is not satisfied, then this person will never become his disciple. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. Hearing this, Long Teng showed an even brighter smile. It just so happens that today is the high school martial arts meet, and Sha Fengyu will also participate. You'll see him in action soon. Long Teng completely understood Luo Cheng's request. After all, a strong man must be more cautious when recruiting disciples. Then I won't bother you. I'll come to visit you in person after the game is over. After speaking, he nodded politely to Luo Cheng and left with Sha Fengyu. Arrive at the preparation room of Longteng High School. Sha Fengyu couldn't restrain his curiosity and asked Long Teng. Principal, who is that Senior Luo? Long Teng smiled broadly, with a hint of awe flashing in his eyes. He is really an amazing person. I remember that on the foreign battlefield, he was guarding a city by himself. It's hard to prevent those foreign races from taking a step beyond the realm of possibility. In the military, his reputation is well known. His strength has reached the peak of the extreme martial arts realm. If he hadn't lost his right hand in that cruel war, I'm afraid he would have broken through to the realm of nuclear weapons and become a truly peerless strongman. Long Teng's words were full of admiration for Luo Cheng. When Sha Fengyu heard this, he couldn't help but exclaimed, the peak of the extreme martial arts realm. It's just one step away from entering the realm of nuclear weapons. This is too fierce. Long Teng smiled and shook his head. This is not the most powerful thing about him. The most amazing thing about him is his unique martial art, shadowless technique. This is a powerful martial art that combines strength, movement, and mental power. He relied on this move to kill the enemy on the alien battlefield without leaving any trace behind. Otherwise, it would be impossible for him to defend a city by himself just with his strength at the peak of the extreme martial realm. His real power lies not in his realm, but in his extraordinary martial arts. Sha Fengyu was stunned by Long Teng's words. Then, Long Teng changed the topic. I don't know what means Chu Daji used to get Luo Cheng to agree to be a master in his martial arts school. But this is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for us. He looked at Sha Fengyu and his expression became extremely serious. You must go all out today to show your true strength. Try to make Luo Cheng like you and accept you as his disciple. This is your great opportunity. If you can get Luo Cheng to accept you as his disciple, you will have a chance to learn his shadowless technique. Once you learn the shadowless technique, it will be much more useful than attending any top martial arts university. If you learn this trick, your future achievements will be limitless. Long Teng's words were full of expectation and encouragement. Sha Fengyu nodded sharply, with a firm light shining in his eyes. I understand, Principal. I will try my best. In the spectator seats, Luo Cheng felt a little irritable listening to the noisy voices of people around him. He likes quiet and doesn't like noise. If it weren't for finding a suitable disciple, he would never come to a place like this. He looked at the young boys and girls below and sighed slightly. I hope I can find the right person. What if the shadowless technique is lost in my hands? I am the sinner of the sect. It's really difficult to find someone who can perfectly inherit the shadowless technique. Shadowless technique. The most powerful martial arts of the shadowless sect. Only one person is passed down in each generation. Luo Cheng is the 18th generation descendant of Ying sect. His own realm has reached the peak of the extreme martial arts realm, if it were not for the hidden illness caused by the injury. He can completely break through the nuclear weapons realm. He even made great achievements in the alien battlefield, gained fame and became a hero in the army. He has gotten everything he wanted in his life, his only regret is no suitable heir was found. Since retiring, he has been looking for disciples who can inherit the shadowless technique. But after searching for so many years, I still haven't found the person I like. It's not that there are no suitable people, it's just that the suitable people are top talents like Dandy Lewis and Wan Nanzhong. Their masters are all strong in the nuclear weapons realm, and some are even in the quasi-god realm. What they pursue is a higher realm and stronger martial arts. He simply looked down upon Luo Cheng, a person who was only at the peak of the extreme martial realm. There is no need to be his disciple for the shadowless technique, their own martial arts skills are already stronger than the shadowless technique. So, Luo Cheng has been looking for a disciple for so many years. No suitable one was found. The reason why he was willing to come to watch Junhai City's high school martial arts meet this time was: one is to recruit disciples for the new martial arts gym. Secondly, he also wanted to try his luck and see if he could find someone suitable to inherit his shadowless technique. But he didn't have high hopes either. After all, there are no suitable people found in those big cities where martial arts are prosperous. This is even more impossible in Junhai City, which has an average martial arts environment. Over time, the game finally begins. More and more people are watching the battle. From the initial number of hundreds of thousands, it jumped to hundreds of thousands. Fortunately, this is a virtual arena and there are no seating restrictions. Otherwise, how could these hundreds of thousands of spectators be able to sit down? The lights dimmed. The host appears. Welcome to the Junhai City High School Martial Arts Club. I am the host. After the host appeared, he started with a formal conversation. Although it was useless, it still had to be said. After finishing speaking, we finally entered the competition. Let me introduce the rules of this competition. The first thing to start is the individual competition. There are 60 martial arts high schools in Junhai City participating this time, with a total of about 50,000 martial artists competing at the same time. The battle is divided into 10 groups, each group has 5,000 people. These 5,000 people will randomly come to the special battlefield. The battlefield adopts a battle royale mode, and the top 10 players with points can advance to the next round. Players, please be prepared. The game is about to begin. Only 3 people from each high school can participate in the team battle. But in individual battles, all martial arts high school students can participate. There are more than 5,000 people in each group, but only 10 people can advance. The probability of 500:1 is enough to show how fierce the personal battle is. In the preparation room, Lu Bo looked at everyone in the elite class with a serious expression. The high school martial arts meet only happens once a year. It doesn't matter whether you can advance or not, but you must try your best. There are not many opportunities to fight with thousands of people. This is also a good opportunity to hone yourself. Lu Bo said a lot of things, and the general content was to ask them to do their best. He doesn't require them to be number 1 or anything like that. It's too difficult to be number 1 among tens of thousands of people. Most people simply can't do it. Only those true geniuses can compete for the first place. Lu Bo turned to Lu Zhen and asked, Lu Zhen, which group are you assigned to? Lu Zhen replied, Group 10. Lu Bo frowned slightly. Group 10, the position is a bit far back. But it doesn't matter, everyone has a chance to play today anyway. Staying back just means you have to wait longer. You can take a good look at the strength of other players during this period. Lu Bo has absolute confidence in Lu Zhen. With Lu Zhen's level, promotion is not a problem at all, and even winning the championship is easy. Lu Bo's real concern lies with other team members. He then looked at the fat man Ji Li and asked, Ji Li, which group are you assigned to? Ji Li replied with a bitter look on his face, I am in the first group. This means I have to be the first to go on stage. I really don't want to go on stage so early. Lu Bo heard this and joked, you should be happy. Some people want to be the first to play but haven't had the chance yet. This is also a recognition of your strength. Then, he turned his attention to Su Shengyan. Su Shengyan, what about you? Which group are you assigned to? Su Shengyan replied calmly, Group 8. Lu Bo nodded with satisfaction. Very good, you didn't bump into each other. The probability of advancing will be greater. Longtang High School Preparation Room. Longtang asked Sha Fengyu, which group are you in? Sha Fengyu replied, Group 9. Longtang nodded, it's a bit behind, but it doesn't matter, we have to play sooner or later anyway. You are now in the mortal martial realm, and no one in the entire arena can be your opponent. But your goal today is not to win the championship, but to show your strength and let others see your talent. Luo Cheng is watching the battle outside. Can you become his disciple? It depends on this time. Understood. Sha Fengyu nodded, he knew what to do. Soon, the first group's competition began. A group of 5,000 players turned into light and appeared on the battlefield. The battlefield they descended upon was a snowfield battlefield. The entire battlefield was covered with white snow, and scattered snowflakes continued to fall from the sky, making it easy for the sight to be blocked. After the game starts, the audience burst into cheers. It finally begins. Charge the duck. Kill. Kill for me. Amid the fierce cheers of the audience, the players in the first group officially entered the battle. On a huge screen, battle scenes appeared one after another. There is also a points ranking next to it. 5 minutes after the battle starts, the points ranking is gradually fixed. Spectating seats. Chu Daji pointed to a name on the ranking and said excitedly. Master Luo, look. The first one is my son Chu Fugi. You've seen it before. Wang Desheng smiled and said, Fugi performed well this time. As soon as the points came up, he ranked first. As long as we hold on steady, we should be able to advance. As a student of Shuijing High School, Wang Desheng was also very happy that Chu Fugi could perform like this. Luo Cheng looked at Chu Fugi, who had only 8.4 life level and a 3rd level martial arts skill on the screen, and nodded casually. He had met Chu Fugi before. In his impression, Chu Fugi was just a rich man. He has a lot of business acumen, but his martial arts talent is average. The strength that we have today is all built up by spending money. Those who do not meet the conditions to become his disciple are not suitable to inherit his shadowless technique. On the battlefield, Chu Fugi took a spear and killed everyone. This group is all warriors who are not very strong. Chu Fugi successfully won the first place with his level 8.4 and level 3 martial arts skills. Haha. Did you see it? The first one is my son. Chu Daji shouted excitedly, with a proud smile on his face. The spectators around him just rolled their eyes at him. I thought to myself, I am just the first in the group, why should I be so excited? I thought your kid won the championship. Chu Daji ignored the looks of others and turned to Luo Cheng expectantly. Master Luo, do you think my son can become your disciple? Luo Cheng shook his head gently, Boss Chu, your son is indeed pretty good. But I'm sorry, he still doesn't meet the requirements to become my disciple. Chu Daji looked puzzled. Then, Master Luo, what standards should meet your requirements? Luo Cheng sighed and explained, let me tell you the truth. If you want to become my disciple, martial arts, body skills, and mental strength are all indispensable. The level of martial arts does not have to be high, but it must be developed in a balanced way. If your son's martial arts is at the 3rd level, and his body and mental strength are also at the 3rd level, then I will definitely accept him. After hearing this, Chu Daji couldn't help complaining, this is too harsh. It's very rare to be able to highlight a certain item. Who can achieve balanced development? Luo Cheng smiled helplessly. Yes, I also want to ask, who can do it? But the sect's rules are like this, you can't make do with it. That's why I haven't found a suitable disciple for so many years. After Chu Daji heard this, a trace of disappointment flashed across his face, but he also understood Luo Cheng's difficulty. After all, every sect has its own rules. The first group of battles is over. Please prepare the second group of players. The battle is about to begin. The host's voice rang out. Then, another group of players entered the battlefield to start the next round of battle. In the spectator seats, Chu Fugi walked up to Chu Daji with a happy expression. Dad, how was my performance just now? Chu Daji said with a satisfied smile. My son is promising and finally won the first place. Although we only ranked first in the group, it was still pretty good. After receiving his father's approval, Chu Fugi smiled with satisfaction. He walked up to Chu Daji and asked secretly, Dad, what does Senior Luo think of me? Chu Daji shook his head. Not very good, I didn't meet the requirements to become his disciple. Chu Fugi frowned and said, I already won first place, but this is still not enough. Senior Luo's requirements are too strict. Chu Daji said, I think except for Lu Zhen, all the contestants present should be difficult to achieve. Chu Fugi said, think about it, for a strong man like Senior Luo, ordinary people really can't be his disciples. My talent is average, so it's normal that I can't catch his eye. Now it's up to Lu Zhen. He is a member of our martial arts club. If he can become a disciple of Senior Luo, it will only be good for us and not harmful. Soon. The second battle is also over. The performance in this game was very average. The contestants were not very strong and there was nothing interesting to watch. Then the third, fourth, fifth, until the seventh game were all equally boring. The audience is still excited, and there is a burst of exclamation after every performance. But for Luo Cheng, a strong man at the peak of the extreme martial realm, these battles are just children's play, very boring. He almost fell asleep watching it. If Chu Daji hadn't kept telling him that it would be exciting later, he would have left long ago. The eighth group of battles is about to begin. Players, please get ready. The host's voice sounded. Then, the figure of the contestant appeared on the battlefield. Chu Daji recognized one of them at a glance, pointed at her and said excitedly. Master Luo, look at that girl. Her name is Su Shengyan, she is my niece, and she is very talented. Really? Let me take a look. Luo Cheng looked in the direction Chu Daji pointed. At a glance, he saw Su Shengyan who was killing people on the big screen. In the battlefield, Su Shengyan held a horizontal sword in his hand and was invincible. He was like a hellish Shura, slashing at everyone he saw. Now he has reached a life level of 8.3, and his martial arts and body skills have also reached the third level intermediate level. Among these martial arts high school students, it is already very good. Luo Cheng asked calmly, how old is this girl this year? What talent is she? Chu Daji said, if I remember correctly, he should be 15 years old, A-level talent. Master Luo, what do you think of her? Luo Cheng said, it's okay. The sword technique is very sharp, unlike what ordinary martial arts teachers can teach. Chu Daji smiled and said, Master Luo's eyes are really vicious. She comes from a martial arts family, and her family elders are all martial arts masters. Her sword skills were all taught by her family elders. Luo Cheng nodded to express his understanding. Chu Daji asked tentatively, Master Luo, can this girl become your disciple? Luo Cheng smiled faintly. Let's take a look. He neither agreed nor refused directly. Seeing this, Chu Daji stopped asking any more questions, which could be seen from Luo Cheng's attitude. He probably didn't like Su Shengyan either. Soon. The eighth battle is over. Su Shengyan won the first place in points and advanced smoothly. Although she encountered some difficult opponents during this period, she still won easily with her domineering sword. The ninth battle is about to begin. Players, please get ready. The host's voice echoed throughout the scene. Then, countless figures appeared on the battlefield. Someone immediately recognized a warrior holding a spear on the battlefield. It's Sha Fengyu, last year's winner. Finally it's his turn. The audience couldn't help but get excited after seeing Sha Fengyu. Luo Cheng listened to the excited screams of the audience and remembered it instantly. This is the young man who greeted him before the game started, and he seems to have already entered the advanced level. Looking at Sha Fengyu in the battlefield, Luo Cheng instantly became interested. In the battlefield, Sha Fengyu held a spear like the god of war descending. No one survived wherever he went. The strength of the mortal martial realm is almost invincible in the entire battlefield. Whoever sees him dies, no one can stop him. Even if he is surrounded by many people, he can easily kill them all instantly. In the end, he won the first place with 10-11 points. This Sha Fengyu is too fierce. On a battlefield of more than 5,000 people, he killed more than 1,000 by himself. It's absolutely cruel. How can we compete in this game? Let's just give him the championship. There were constant exclamations at the scene. Everyone was shocked by Sha Fengyu's strength. In the spectator seats. At this moment, Wang Desheng, Lu Bo and Chu Daji were surprised. Sha Fengyu actually broke through to the mortal martial realm. Why so fast? Wasn't he still at level 9 some time ago? Wang Desheng said in surprise. Lu Bo said, it should have just been a breakthrough during this period. Chu Daji said, will this guy affect Lu Zhen's victory? Wang Desheng smiled and said, don't worry, it won't be affected. Let alone one in the mortal martial realm, even 10 of them are still no match for Lu Zhen. Back then, the 10 mortal martial realm sea fish tribes couldn't do anything against Lu Zhen. Now Sha Fengyu, who is in the mortal martial realm, is even less likely to be Lu Zhen's opponent. Other side. After Sha Fengyu's battle ended, Long Teng came to Luo Cheng immediately. Senior Luo, what do you think of my student? Luo Cheng replied calmly, very good. The level of realm and martial arts is not low. It's very rare to reach this level at this age. Long Teng was very excited and asked tentatively, then can he become your disciple? Luo Cheng replied, you are not qualified to be my true disciple. But as a disciple of the new martial arts school, you can still consider it. Hearing this, Long Teng could hardly suppress the smile on his face. Then I'll first thank Senior Luo for Sha Fengyu. As long as I can become your disciple, it doesn't matter even if I am not a true disciple. As long as I can be by your side, it is a great honor for Sha Fengyu. Long Teng was very happy. Although Luo Cheng did not directly ask him to become his true disciple, it is said that those who are close to the water and towers get the moon first. As long as you can stay with Luo Cheng, you will still have the opportunity to become a true disciple. The 10th group battle is about to begin. Players please prepare. The host's voice rang out. The next second, the last player turned into a ray of light and appeared on the battlefield. And when they saw a contestant on the big screen, the audience instantly burst into laughter. Ah! It's Lu Zhen. He's finally here. Come on Lu Zhen. Lu Zhen is so handsome. Lu Zhen rushes to the duck. There were bursts of cheers and screams. Lu Zhen's title of hero was personally commended by leader Shan. His popularity in Junhai City is not ordinary. In addition, he is also very good looking and has gained a large number of fans. Especially young fans. Half of the young audience at the scene came to Lu Zhen. Seeing Lu Zhen on the stage, Wang Desheng and Lu Bo also became excited. Quick, 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 Lu Zhen is on the stage. Hurry up and record his game. Wang Desheng kept urging Lu Bo on the side. Lu Bo frowned and said, Principal, there seems to be something wrong with the recording function of the virtual arena, and the recording cannot be done. Wang Desheng frowned and said, can't record. What's going on? Lu Bo said, I don't know. All other functions can be used, but I can't record. Such a problem happened at such a critical moment. Wang Desheng couldn't help but complain. He quickly found Zhang Qibing and asked, Old Zhang, there is something wrong with the recording function. Please find someone to fix it quickly. This is a wonderful moment when Lu Zhen wins the championship. I have to record him. Zhang Qibing smiled and said, okay, you continue to watch the game first, I will have someone fix it right now. Then hurry up. Wang Desheng said and left. Looking at his leaving figure, Zhang Qibing smiled and said, sorry, old comrade, you can't record the moment when Lu Zhen wins the championship. Just now, Zhang Qibing asked someone to turn off the recording function. The purpose is to prevent Lu Zhen's performance in the game from being recorded and posted online. Lu Zhen is currently at the 5th level of martial arts, 5th level of physical skills, and 5th level of spirit. As long as he makes a move, his strength will be exposed, and it will definitely cause a violent sensation. Not only Junhai City, but also the entire country of Daxia and even Blue Star will be shocked. At that time, it will definitely attract the attention of foreign races. This is not a good thing for Lu Zhen. The spread of the virus must be reduced. Recording is only possible with the built-in recording function of the virtual arena. As long as this function is turned off, there is no need to worry about Lu Zhen's battle being posted online. But, although the recording function was turned off, there were so many viewers present that it was impossible to hide it. But as long as no video leaks out, no matter how strong word of mouth spreads, many people still won't believe it without seeing it with their own eyes. Although you will definitely not be able to hide it in the end, you can hide it for a while. In the spectator seats, Chu Daji pointed at Lu Zhen on the big screen and said to Luo Cheng, Master Luo, that's the Lu Zhen I recommend to you. 15 years old, 4th level of martial arts, 4th level of body skills. Luo Cheng nodded. Let me see how he performs. He set his sights on Lu Zhen. On the battlefield, what Lu Zhen came to was a desert map. This map has a very good view, and you can see your opponent not far away as soon as you land. Lu Zhen rushed towards the opponent without saying a word. With the blessing of 5th level martial arts and 5th level body skills, it is just a punch when you go up. The person he attacked was eliminated within a second of his arrival. The moment Lu Zhen took action, Luo Cheng kept opening his eyes wide. This is not a 4th paragraph. That's 5 paragraphs. Luo Cheng was shocked. It's not just him. Except for Zhang Qibing, Wang Desheng, Lu Bo, Chu Daji, and everyone present were all shocked. I have a mother-in-law. This seems to be at the 5th Dan level. And his realm. Is this an extraordinary martial realm? This. There was an uproar at the scene. Everyone was stunned by Lu Zhen's level of martial arts. Luo Cheng's eyes widened and he asked Chu Daji beside him in disbelief. Mortal martial realm. 5 levels of martial arts, 5 levels of body skills. You told me this is 15 years old. Can a 15-year-old achieve this state of mind? Is it at this level? I don't know either. Chu Daji also looked confused. Master Luo, please wait a moment, I'll go and find out. Chu Daji quickly found Wang Desheng and asked on the spot, Old Wang, Lu Zhen still has to reach the 5th level of the mortal martial realm. Why didn't you tell me earlier? At this moment, Wang Desheng was also in a state of confusion. I just found out too. He immediately turned to look at Lu Bo and asked. Director Lu Zhen still has to reach the 5th level of the mortal martial realm. Why didn't you tell me earlier? Lu Bo was on the verge of tears. I just found out too. Obviously he was only in the 4th level a few days ago and has not made any breakthrough. How come it's only been a few days and we've gone straight to the mortal martial realm? I don't even know when he reached the 5th Dan level. Wang Desheng asked again. Did you really just find out? Lu Bo said with a bitter look on his face. Really? If I had known, I would have been eager to report the good news to you. Why wait until now? Wang Desheng thought of something in an instant and immediately found Zhang Qibing. Old Zhang, tell me the truth. Did you already know that Lu Zhen is still at the 5th level of the mortal martial realm? Zhang Qibing smiled and said. Yes, didn't Lu Zhen tell you after he broke through? How is it? Are you surprised? Surprise. Wang Desheng said excitedly. The surprise is too much and it becomes a shock. Wang Desheng grabbed Zhang Qibing's collar and said excitedly. 15 years old, at the 5th level of the mortal martial arts realm. Who in the entire Blue Star can do it? Lu Zhen is about to take off. Wang Desheng returned to Chu Daji with excitement and dancing. I'm sorry, Lao Chu. Lu Zhen just made a breakthrough in the past few days. He didn't tell anyone. I just found out too. Chu Daji said excitedly. It's okay. Lu Zhen has given us another surprise. Chu Daji returned to Luo Cheng and said excitedly. Master Luo, I'm sorry. Lu Zhen just made a breakthrough in the past few days. He didn't tell anyone, and I just found out. Luo Cheng looked at Lu Zhen on the big screen, his eyes filled with golden light, as if he was seeing a rare treasure. You have reached the mortal martial realm at such a young age, and your martial arts skills have broken through the 5th level. There is such a monster-like genius in this world. If I remember correctly, Leader Dugu broke through to the mortal martial realm at the age of 16. The age of 17 is when you reach the 5th Dan level in martial arts. There is actually a genius who is even more evil than Leader Dugu. It's a long time to see you. Luo Cheng looked at Lu Zhen, who was killing everyone on the big screen, and his breathing became rapid. This is the most outrageous genius he has ever seen in his life. This kind of genius has completely exceeded the requirements to become his disciple, and it is not even a little bit beyond. Did Lu Zhen become a disciple? Luo Cheng asked Chu Daji anxiously. Probably not. If he had become a disciple, Lao Wang probably wouldn't have asked me to recommend him to you. Chu Daji replied. Luo Cheng said happily, okay, it's okay if you don't become a disciple. I have accepted this disciple today. No, I can't wait any longer. I have to wait for him at the exit. When he appears, I will accept him as my disciple as soon as possible. Luo Cheng was so excited that he walked directly towards the preparation room of Shuijing High School. On the big screen, Lu Zhen is like a demon in the sky who kills gods and Buddhas when they block them. With the blessing of 5th level martial arts and 5th level body skills, killing people is easier than trampling on ants. Those he caught were beaten to death before they could even escape. This battle was not so much a battle royale of thousands of people as it was a unilateral massacre by Lu Zhen. In the end, he won the first place in the group with a score of 3,677 points. In a battlefield of 5,000 people, he killed more than 70% of them. This scene shocked the audience. Outrageous. He killed more than 3,000 of 5,000 people alone. This is a bloody massacre. His opponent couldn't get any points, so he just ran away and couldn't escape. The people he is grouped with are really unlucky. The rest area of Longtang High School. Sha Fengyu and Long Teng looked at this scene, their eyes widened and their mouths opened hugely. How is this possible? How can he be a 5th Dan? Sha Fengyu looked in disbelief. The two of them had played against each other some time ago, and they were obviously still at the beginning of the 4th stage at that time. And hasn't he been hospitalized during this time? Where do you find the time to practice? How long has it been since then? Why have we reached the 5th paragraph? Is this reasonable? It's over. It's completely over. 5th Dan level. Take your head to compete with him for the championship. Despair arose in Long Teng's heart. I thought that after Sha Fengyu broke through to the mortal martial realm, he would already have the championship in his hands this time. Who would have thought that Lu Zhen, a monster, is actually at the 5th level? How can you play this? At the same time, Long Teng also felt very regretful. Lu Zhen is such a monster genius. Why didn't I work harder to dig him out in the first place? The lounge of Shuijing High School. Su Shengyan and his classmates saw that Lu Zhen was at the 5th Dan level. Everyone was stunned. That's stupid. I'm only at the 2nd level of martial arts, not even the 3rd level. Is Lu Zhen already in the 5th stage? This is so shocking. We are all in the same class, why is the gap so big? There is something wrong with Lu Zhen's designation. Everyone was shocked. Su Shengyan was also shocked. Obviously a few days ago, they were participating in a team battle in the virtual arena. At that time, Lu Zhen was only at the 4th level. Just a few days later, he was already at the 5th level. This growth rate is too fast. His own speed could not be improved as fast as drinking water. Just then, two figures rushed in hurriedly. Chu Daji and Luo Cheng came in and looked around for Lu Zhen. Seeing the visitor, Su Shengyan asked curiously, Uncle Chu, why are you here? Chu Daji said, Shengyan, has Lu Zhen come out? Not yet. The battle has just ended. The settlement should be still in progress. It will be out soon. Su Shengyan said. Luo Cheng said excitedly, there's no rush, it's okay to wait a little. Su Shengyan looked at Luo Cheng, feeling familiar, and asked Chu Daji, Uncle Chu, who is this? Chu Daji replied, this is Luo Cheng, Senior Luo, the master of my new martial arts school. Luo Cheng. Su Shengyan seemed to remember something. Is he the Luo Cheng who is famous in the military? Su Shengyan's grandfather was a general in the army. She had been with her grandfather since she was a child and often heard news related to Luo Cheng. Chu Daji smiled and said, "Yes, it is Luo Cheng who is very famous in the army." Su Shengyan looked excited and quickly said politely to Luo Cheng, "Hello, Senior Luo. My name is Su Shengyan. I grew up in a military compound. I often hear stories about you." Luo Cheng is a hero in the army, a person at the pinnacle of the extreme martial arts realm. She has heard stories about one man defending a city since she was a child. Su Shengyan also admired such heroes very much. He didn't expect to see them with his own eyes today. Luo Cheng nodded lightly towards him and did not reply. There's no need to say anything to a junior you don't know. Seeing that the other party ignored him, Su Shengyan couldn't say anything. He came to Chu Daji and asked curiously, "Uncle Chu, why did Senior Luo Cheng suddenly come to the preparation room of our Shuijing High School?" Chu Daji smiled and said, "Do you still remember that I told you that I would open a new martial arts gym?" Su Shengyan nodded. Chu Daji continued, "A new martial arts school must have not only masters, but also disciples. Master Luo is waiting for his new disciple." New disciple. Su Shengyan was surprised. "Is it Lu Zhen?" Chu Daji smiled and said, "Not yet, but it should be soon." Hearing this, Su Shengyan had a look of envy on his face. Waited for a while. Lu Zhen finally came out of the battlefield and returned to the preparation room. As soon as he appeared, a strange middle-aged man immediately walked towards him. "Hello Lu Zhen. My name is Luo Cheng. Are you willing to become your teacher?" Luo Cheng went straight to the topic and said with excitement. "Ah." Lu Zhen looked at him, confused. "Who are you? Do we know each other?" Luo Cheng smiled awkwardly. "Sorry, I was so excited that I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Luo Cheng, the 18th generation successor of Wying sect. At the same time, he is also a powerful person at the pinnacle of the extreme martial realm. Your talent is very good, I am very satisfied. Are you willing to become your teacher?" Listening to his words, Lu Zhen was a little surprised. This middle-aged man is actually at the peak of the extreme martial realm. Chu Daji came over and said, "Lu Zhen, do you remember what I told you last time about opening a new martial arts gym?" Lu Zhen nodded, "I know." Chu Daji continued, "This is the master of the new martial arts school I invited. Master Luo is a very famous martial artist in our Huxia martial arts circle. He once served in the army and made great military exploits. He also had a glorious record of defending a city with one man. He is very famous in the army. At the same time, he is also a descendant of the Wying sect, and his signature martial arts Wying technique is famous far and wide. Many people want to be his disciples but can't. You are the first member of my martial arts club, and you are also the most talented one. Of course I will be the first to introduce you to him. You are right to take him as your master." After listening to Chu Daji's words, Lu Zhen thought for a while and said directly, "Uncle Chu, thank you for your kindness. But I have no plans to become a disciple yet. So I can only say sorry." Lu Zhen's answer surprised Luo Cheng. "I had rejected so many people who wanted to be my disciples, but I didn't expect that I would be rejected when I took the initiative to recruit a disciple." He thought that Lu Zhen might be surprised or hesitant, but he never thought that he would refuse so decisively. Chu Daji quickly said, "Lu Zhen, don't refuse in a hurry. Master Luo is a strong man at the pinnacle of the extreme martial arts realm, and he also has extremely powerful martial arts. Worship him as your teacher, and your future martial arts journey will be much easier. There are only advantages and no disadvantages. Many people want to become a disciple but can't. You have to think clearly." Lu Zhen replied without hesitation, "I'm sorry, Uncle Chu, I still said the same thing. I have no intention of becoming a disciple for the time being. In my opinion, apprenticeship is a very serious matter that requires careful consideration and cannot be decided in one or two sentences." Hearing this, Luo Cheng's heart suddenly buzzed. These words are so familiar, as if I have heard them somewhere. Lu Zhen had already talked about this, and Chu Daji didn't know what to say for a while. Instead, Luo Cheng laughed heartily. "Okay, be more serious. Apprenticeship requires caution. You and I have just met for the first time. It's really a bit abrupt for me to ask you to become my disciple before you know me well. You're still playing, so I won't interrupt you for now. Boss Chu, let's go, don't disturb others' rest. After saying that, Luo Cheng left with Chu Daji. After they left, Su Shengyan walked over with a puzzled look on his face. She asked Lu Zhen, that's a strong man at the peak of the extreme martial arts realm. You refused without even thinking about it. Su Shengyan was very confused. It was a great honor to be accepted as a disciple by such a strong man. Others dream of joining his family, so how come you still look down on them? Lu Zhen smiled and said, Senior Luo is indeed very strong, but so what? I don't understand him, and he doesn't understand me. Has he ever understood my character, and how I am as a person? It would be too childish to accept me as a disciple just because of my talent. In history, there have been many talented apprentices who deceived their masters and destroyed their ancestors, and there were also many strong masters who tricked their apprentices. There are so many examples. You have to be careful when becoming a disciple and don't do it casually. After hearing what Lu Zhen said, Su Shengyan felt that it made sense, and for a moment he didn't know how to refute it. In the end, she had no choice but to nod and admit. You are right, you must be careful when becoming a disciple. Other side. Luo Cheng and Chu Daji were on their way back to the spectator seats. Chu Daji said apologetically, I'm sorry, Master Luo, I didn't know Lu Zhen would refuse so decisively. Luo Cheng waved his hand and said with a smile, it's not your fault. If Lu Zhen agreed without even thinking about it, I would be very happy, but I would only be happy. He decisively rejected me and asked me to take a closer look. It means that he doesn't care about my identity, nor my strength, nor my unique martial arts. What he cares about is the master-disciple relationship. This quality is very rare. When a person like this joins any sect, he will do his best to be loyal to the sect. I will never do anything to endanger the sect and deceive the master and destroy the ancestors. At least I'm sure Lu Zhen won't. This is more valuable than his talent. Hearing Luo Cheng's praise of Lu Zhen, Chu Daji couldn't help but smile, indeed. I heard that when he first entered Shuijing High School, the principal of Longtang High School spent a lot of money but failed to lure him away. It shows how much he values friendship. However, Chu Daji changed the topic and continued, if Lu Zhen is such a good seedling, let him go like this. Wouldn't it be a pity? Luo Cheng smiled and said, let it go. I didn't say let it go. I have been looking for so many years and finally found a disciple I am satisfied with. I won't let it go just because he refuses. It will naturally take some time to accept such a genius as a disciple. Take your time, I'm not in a hurry. He will agree after he gets to know me thoroughly. Chu Daji and Luo Cheng returned to the spectator seats. Wang Desheng and Zhang Qibing immediately pulled Chu Daji to the corner and asked how the situation was. How about it? Did Lu Zhen agree? Wang Desheng said expectantly. Chu Daji shook his head, Lu Zhen refused. What? Wang Desheng and Zhang Qibing were surprised. Zhang Qibing said, that's Senior Luo, a strong man at the peak of the extreme martial realm. Why did Lu Zhen refuse? Lu Zhen thinks you need to be careful when becoming a disciple. Chu Daji told them what had just happened. After listening, Zhang Qibing and Wang Desheng were thoughtful. Wang Desheng said, Lu Zhen is right, we are too anxious. Apprenticeship is a very important thing. It can't be decided in 1 or 2 sentences. Senior Luo plans to accept Lu Zhen as a true disciple. Naturally, he cannot accept apprentices in the same way. Apprentices can only call their mentor, master. As for the true disciples, they should be called master. The so-called master is also a teacher and a father. The relationship between master and disciple is no different from that of an ordinary father and son. It is not only necessary to teach martial arts, but also to teach the disciples morals, words and deeds. When something happens to a disciple, you have to uphold justice and stand up for the disciple. And the master is only responsible for teaching martial arts. You pay, and I'll teach you my martial arts skills. After you finish studying, there will be nothing between us. It's understandable that Lu Zhen doesn't want to be so casual. Zhang Qibing and Chu Daji agreed with Wang Desheng's words. Chu Daji said, although Lu Zhen refused, Master Luo has not given up the idea of accepting disciples. But Lu Zhen doesn't know Master Luo well yet, so he probably won't agree to it in a short time. This requires you to do more ideological work on Lu Zhen. Being able to become Master Luo's true disciple is also a good thing for Lu Zhen. Wang Desheng and Zhang Qibing nodded. Understood. We know what to do. Keep watching the game. It's not too late to talk after the game. Then, several people turned their attention to the big screen again. After the 10th group's competition, the battles of all groups ended completely. Soon, the final stage of the individual competition began. The host said, "The final battle of this Junhai High School martial arts individual competition is about to begin. Please prepare the 100 players who have advanced." The final part also adopts the Battle Royale mode. Even before the battle started, the audience was already extremely excited. In a competition with tens of thousands of people, only the last 100 are left. Those who can advance are the elite martial arts high school students in Junhai City. This is also the most exciting part. I really can't wait. In the previous 10 group matches, because there were too many people, the strength gap was relatively large. There are almost no exciting battles to be seen. And these last 100 people are the strongest players in the entire competition. The battle between them was much more exciting than the previous group stage. The audience was looking forward to it, but the other contestants were a little depressed. After Lu Zhen showed his level at the 5th level of the mortal martial realm, he almost undoubtedly secured the championship. Then others can only serve as background boards. Especially Sha Fengyu. After learning about Lu Zhen's true strength, he suddenly had the idea of giving up the game. He had a problem with Lu Zhen, and Lu Zhen would never let him go. Rather than letting him humiliate himself in the game, it is better to retire directly and still retain dignity. But he quickly gave up on the idea. Without special circumstances, high school martial arts competitions are not allowed to abandon the competition midway. Once you voluntarily abandon the game, you will be treated as a deserter. If you can give up on small games, then on the real battlefield, you don't know what excessive things you will do. Thanks for watching.